Hey, everybody, it's Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. Welcome to the Giant Bombcast, presented by Deku Deals. I'm your host, Jan Ochoa. Joining me, co-captain of the ship, he loves deals and educating me on how to spend my money properly, Jeff Grubb.
I'm always here for you, Jan, when it comes to that. I like how you asked everything was a question. November 4th? I'm Jeff Grubb.
Exactly. I'm just reading the teleprompter as it goes. Speaking about the teleprompter, it is scrolling just like he is scrolling through the river Styx. I don't know why I associate him with death, but I think he likes it. Jeff Bacalar.
I'm happy to wear that crown. How
heavy
are
is the
you,
head,
Jan? It is very heavy. Don't you know it? It does nothing but damage to my posture. How goes it, pal?
Bacalar, what's the heaviest hat you have?
I don't. That's a great question. Probably a helmet.
A helmet.
Is a helmet a hat?
Yeah.
Then
Helmet's
yes.
a hat.
Helmets are hats. You heard it here
Helmets,
first.
hats?
There you go.
I don't think so.
I think if it's like if it goes over your face, it's not a hat. If it just covers the top of your head, then the helmet is a hat.
Well, I mean,
Like
they have the
helmet.
Yeah, they have like those half helmets, right?
Or like a motorcycle, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That's-
a motorcycle helmet. Like
A motorcycle helmet can't be a hat. We can't let that.
can't be a hat,
That
right?
can't be a hat.
What about the half kinds? Well, not like the full, like.
Well,
Right, the half kinds. If they were one with the little spike on the top, yeah. That's a
Oh
hat.
dear, we've
Kaiser.
uncovered a thing here, folks.
Here's our expose coming out straight after the Bombathon. We're pivoting. We're no longer talking about games. We're talking about helmets and hats. But we all need to put a helmet on because we got the bad boy of games media. You got to put on protection when you're around him because he's knocking noggins all over the place and nothing else, I swear to God. Mike Minotti.
Yeah, wear your protection or I'll hurt you. That's what we were doing there, right?
Yes.
Where condom or it'll kill you.
We talked about you being scarier, didn't we? Didn't we
What?
talk
Oh.
about you trying to be scarier, Mike?
I thought that was scary. I just threatened to beat someone up.
Did you?
I find that comforting because if like Mike Minotti is going to beat someone up on my behalf, I'm like, oh yeah, I got him.
I think Mike is the first, like, it's weird because, like, Mike, you look a lot like Rick Steiner, and yet your disposition is nothing like Bark Bark Wolfman Rick Steiner.
Yeah, maybe I
True.
should open a Shoney's and I'll just kind of naturally become hardened, right?
Yeah, I think that's what happens. That's how they became so tough, is they bought a Shoney's after their wrestling career.
Yeah, you got rough clients. Do you guys? Oh, go ahead, Jen. Go ahead.
First, I just want to reiterate, we are brought to you today by DekuDeals.com. Head over to DekuDeals.com/giantbomb. Go ahead and save yourself some money, some shmoney over there. Also, you can make a fun list. And I'm not trying to incentivize y'all, but you have the ability to not only fill out a quiz to see which one of us you are most similar to, you can check out a bunch of lists we made. I guess you can also vote for a specific game that we will play on a UPF this month of November. Front runner right now, Just Dance 6.
Hell yeah.
Hell
yeah.
How can we even do that?
I don't know.
You
I don't
just
think- I think-
dance.
Oh boy, I thought they outlawed Waggle, so I don't know. Are those games even still coming out? Probably not.
I think it's all kind of pretend. I mean, at least when my
It was always
nieces
pretend.
and nephews play it, they kind of just play the YouTube videos and dance
Uh-huh.
along. Really,
That's
all
right.
it is.
I got beef, and I've had this beef simmering in the background, and Mike, you bring it up because you're the bad boy of games media, and then
Sure.
I think I also want to dip my toes into being a bad boy. A couple Paxes ago, dear friend of the site, Mary Kish, sitting next to her, a gentleman walks by. He's wearing a leather vest. I look at Mary and I ask, "Hey, you think I could pull that off?" She almost does a spit take, looks him in the eyes and is like, "No, you Mr. Rogers coated motherfucker. You can't wear a leather vest. Go put on a cardigan or something." So, I don't
get
know.
it.
What? You're supposed to be on
No.
my side.
We are terrified of Mary, so no, can't be on your side on this one,
Yeah, I'm
Jan.
not
Sorry.
going to go against Mary. Are you insane? Mary knows what's best for us. Come on.
I do whatever she tells me.
Yeah, it's fine. Jeff, how come one of your likes on the Deku Deals page is fighting games? I mean, I think you like fighting games, but I don't know if I associate that
Which Jeff
heavily
you
with
talking
you.
to?
You.
I don't remember putting fighting games down. So that
Something
might
got
mixed up.
lost there.
Are you
something got-
calling Deku Deals a liar?
No, because I do like. I like the reality is I just like about every kind of video game. So yeah, I love it. I love fighting.
Now,
video
wait a
games, but I
second.
wouldn't have it stand out necessarily.
Is what happened here that we put down some temp ones for Jeff, and then he never like.
I definitely
Went-
filled them in.
Oh,
Okay.
that could be. Look, there is a world where we can update those.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
I mean, you
I've yet
like
to discover that world, but when I do discover it, I will let you know.
like RPGs. I mean, you like RPGs, fine. I don't know if that's like my go-to
I
spot.
also was surprised by seeing RPGs, but then I thought about it more.
On
and like,
mine?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't. I definitely didn't put down RPGs,
Oh,
guys.
well,
Are you
you-
fucking? Are you? I was like, are you guys being serious?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what it
You guys
says. Go
believe
look.
that I would put RPGs down there? I like RPGs fine, but
No.
there's no way I would ever
I mean,
write
of
down.
course I know that's what happened, but I'm trying to be like, just in the 1% chance I want to be like, you idiot, you don't like fighting games and RPGs, and then have you be like, you don't even know me, Mike.
That's
I
funny.
think that yeah, something must have got lost there. I got mixed up or something. So
Okay,
yeah.
fine. Mike, what would Grub put down? What would you put down for Grub?
I mean, dad games, which we have a whole section of for
Yeah.
sure. So we have that. Making my own fun in quotations.
Okay. Okay.
And
Not reading.
yeah,
Not reading,
bullshit.
yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I'll just
Oh,
put
I love
bullshit as
bullshit.
the last one. He loves bullshit.
Terry Kavanaugh just released a game about an egg trying to get up platforms. That looks like a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, like what do I call that? Yeah, just bullshit, right? Like, I don't know what that
Bullshit's perfect,
genre
yeah.
is.
Slop.
Yeah, sure. I'm glad that we
Yeah.
were early on the reclaiming slop as not inherently pejorative. People are like having that conversation. I'm like, I already feel that way. Friend slop's a great thing, and I want more
Mhm.
of it.
Grub, did you put weird Japanese games though? Because that I can believe.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I put that. I put tutorials, and then they put bad tutorials in there for me because they didn't want me to look like a complete asshole, and I appreciate that. So some of the stuff got in there. That's why I'm like confused because I definitely put down some things, and they made their way into my thing. So I think it just
What
got
did
mixed
you
up.
put down? I want to see if they edited it because it
Well,
was too hateful.
It might have
Ask
been.
me to remember such a thing, Mike.
Okay, I got it. Don't worry. I know how to pull up the document.
Yeah,
It
there
says,
you go.
oh, you like handheld gaming devices. That's true.
Yeah, I did that.
Eating burritos alone. Games that feel and don't think. I think maybe the problem is that yours are too long. I
That's
don't
probably
know.
what happened there. And
Feel-
if they had to sort of translate that into eating burritos alone, that sounds like an RPG nerd. I'm
God.
fine. That's
Grub,
okay with me.
You know, I always seeing that you put feel but don't think. You're
Yeah.
so fucking Star Wars build.
Yeah.
You fucking
Yeah.
Jedi. You dork.
Right. I don't even necessarily mean it that way, but yes, absolutely. Yeah. Let me just feel and not ever think.
Speak about
That's
feeling
fun.
and not thinking. I feel a skosh tired because last week, boys, we were all together in New Jersey. We did the bombathon. We did 24 hours. These two titans among men, I think, slept the least. I'm talking about Grub and Mr. Minotti here.
Yeah, I think we both slept none, but I was like much more obvious about it. Part of it's getting bagged. A lot of people are like, wow, Mike, you're the only person who didn't sleep at all. And I'd be like, I don't think Jeff slept either. He's just not a bitch about it.
I have a photo. I do have a photo I uploaded to our album.
No, I know
of
which one you're
Grub
talking. Okay, that
Not
one.
sleeping, but
It was I was
in
definitely
a
like
trance. Like
I like went off to the side and I did like some breathing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I-
And it was like
I- I know for a fact Mike definitively did not sleep, and his ability to stay up is probably like the one takeaway from the trip that has me the most shook. Like,
well, because he's also the person to like he said this himself, first to sleep, last to wake up. So then
Now-
also to like that for that to be true, and then also can stay up the longest. It's surprising.
perfectly
it makes
balanced. It's the Thanos
sense.
meme.
I've found a way to make it make sense in my mind because it's like the inverse of like a bear hibernating and just sort of
Sure.
like his bear-like tendencies
Hibernating, yeah.
across all
Yes.
disciplines. Like, yeah, like I get it. Like the guy who regularly will sleep 12 hours can like muster the 24-hour strength to stay up. So I get that. And I guess that's how I've squared it. But I will say towards the end there, Mike, you fucking scared me. I mean, you scared me just with like what you were the way you were presenting. It was of Minotti. It was a flavor of Minotti that I was not.
I think Backlar,
yeah.
you were loopy, and I think Mike Minotti was clinically insane. Like,
Yeah,
I think there was a point there where we could have like had him committed.
The number 59 took over Mike Minotti, and it was just
the number that haunts my family.
Yeah, the power 59.
Yeah, it was. I mean, look, I was leading into it a little
hate
bit,
you.
but I was definitely pretty loopy, and things just came to my head. Gosh, the weirdest one was when I told Jen, "You're nothing but a slut to me now."
that's
which is
the weirdest
something
one.
Well, that's something a
you
friend
said
of
so
mine
much.
in the 10th grade used to say all the time to make me laugh, and somehow that thing popped up to the front of my head. Shout outs to Mark Craycraft, funny guy. You guys have like that eccentric high school friend who just kind of did things. I really admire that.
Yeah.
Like he was always like,
Sure.
the last day of the month, I wear a suit to school. Everyone's
Oh.
like, all right, Mark, you do that. That kind of thing.
Was Mark
That
a
guy.
theater kid, perchance?
No, he wasn't a theater kid. He was my Star Trek buddy. If that helps at all. He was the guy who got me
No, it
into
doesn't
Star
help.
Trek.
It doesn't help anything. As speaking of help, I must help my wife get into the house
My
because
wife.
I've locked her out like a fucking asshole.
Oh,
Yeah, way to go.
Did you
Look
guys
what
know?
he's doing?
This is incredible. Do you guys know Bacalar's office is in the upstairs?
Yes.
So we were at Bacalar's house, and we go in, and I had been there before, so of course I started giving the
You
tour.
blew up his bathroom once.
Yeah, I blew up his bathroom once. That's right. And then I was like, all right, let's go take a look at the pinball machines. And that was fun. But then later, we started looking around for real. And we went upstairs and we walked into Backlar's office, which had moved like one room over.
Yes,
So I was
yes.
a little bit confused. Like, wait, this is not how I remember it. And then Mike comes in and just cannot believe that his office is on the second floor and not in the basement. So why was that so surprising to you?
Chat, did anyone else ever assume that this was a basement office for some reason? It's not just me. I don't know. I was just convinced the entire time I've been doing content with Backlar that his office was in the basement. And
I
just
just like
seeing
that
it not
light
in
on
there
the
destroyed
so-
me.
In the Discord, Mike, if you looked at his door on the left-hand side of our frame, the daylight hitting
Yeah.
that wall is so apparent to me. It's like that
So-
has to
yeah.
be
so
a window
obvious.
right there.
I
Of
think
course.
in the old room it wasn't. It was darker or something. Maybe that's what I don't
Here
know.
for a minute.
No, the window's been there though. Both.
The only thing I did is I did move myself from the corner of the room into the center of the room, as you guys
Yeah.
saw. And I
Yes.
think that's it, though. Like the light, there's nothing else there. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Mike.
Is it just because Grub and Dan are in the basement, so I'm just like putting everybody in the basements? I don't know.
You didn't think that you thought you were the highest member of Giant
Yeah, I was special. I was like,
You
I
have
have
the
a
best
big
outfit.
Oh
boy
yeah.
office.
Are you in your
Yeah.
parents' house, Mike? What about that?
Yeah, Jan's always just in like some other room, like a kitchen or a bedroom. So he's easy to figure out. But no, I don't know. I don't know why that like destroyed my whole worldview, seeing Backlar's office not be in the basement.
It was
Sorry.
and he was very like he didn't let it go for a while.
Yeah.
In
No.
fact, he
Weird.
just brought it up on this podcast a
Weird.
week later. Yeah.
Yeah, we caught on video. We'll cut together something special for our time out in New York.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
Which
to
is
that.
great. Oh man,
Yeah.
God, pizza's good, huh?
Yeah, but there is
Yeah.
like one thing that's bothering me. I want my computer real bad. I
Yeah.
want my computer.
That's bothering you.
Yes, I want
It's
it.
rough. Yeah,
I
we
don't
have rough
have it.
lives we lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm sitting on it here and fucking.
I'm not
just like,
blaming anybody. I'm
Do
just
something,
whining.
Bacalar.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna blame Isabella. That's the only
Wow.
builder's
Good
name
idea.
that I knew from our time at Main Gear. It's
Oh,
her
I thought
fault.
you meant the dog from Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's who he meant.
That could be
Totally.
the same person. We don't know for sure. She did a good job putting together those computers, though. So
They
never
all
went in
did.
here.
They all did.
That
Yeah.
was a lot of fun just watching
was
that.
great.
They also like
Yep.
gave us spare stickers too from like our cases.
Oh.
So I have like these
Yeah.
Scout blinged out stickers now. It's great. I'm so excited.
Mhm. Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
gave some to my nephews and nieces, and it was a good combination of like, oh, well, this is crazy. Oh, my niece came up to me and was like, some kid in my school knows who you are, and my dad likes you, and they want an autograph. And I
Oh,
was like,
man.
oh, baby.
Whoa,
What a day
talk
for
about a
Mikey.
big day for Mikey's. Get warm up the
Big
Sharpies,
day for
baby.
Mikey's. All righty. Too bad my handwriting is terrible, but here we go.
Yeah, I did want to say your signature is what's the word I'm looking for?
Second
stupid.
grade level.
Hell
Stupid.
yes.
It's just what
Stupid.
is it, buddy?
I'm
Do you
so
like-
glad
you
we
don't
have
like the
Backlar
part
around
where-
to like make fun of stuff like that, because like I would be like, mine's not that great either, but I know Backlar's handwriting's good, so he could just really lay into you
Yeah.
about it.
I just what's going on there, bud?
Well-
It just looks like a child's version of birds. What's happening?
I was pretty bad at birds too. Like,
can
you know,
see
even
it
like
now.
the
I'm
bee
just
birds.
gonna draw an M for a bird.
Now wait a second. I do the fun thing where because I have to dot two eyes and I have the line for the T and Minotti and I kind of make it look like a meh face instead. So that's
I'm
cute.
sorry, can you say that again?
That doesn't make it any better.
Meh.
What, an
What?
old timey gangster?
Meh.
Here,
Yeah.
it's my signature. See,
Like
So
a waxed
funny.
mustached villain, a debaucherous doobly doo, something like that.
Meh.
Oh man. Speaking of main gear, for real, what a
Yes.
tremendous
Yes.
Oh my god.
Like,
Great partners.
Oh my god.
partner.
we keep
And
talking about
it-
excuses to like go back. So like,
Yeah, for sure. But you can go back now, right? Because I feel like we have not. We should be talking about this a lot more because it is another mechanism to support Giant Bomb. If you go to
That's true,
maingear.com/Giant Bomb and you find something you like there, or you use Giant Bomb code at checkout, you are directly supporting Giant Bomb, and you're also getting yourself a fine piece of PC equipment. So,
Buy my plate.
yeah, Mike's upset that no one's bought his plate yet.
No.
Mike, I legit considered buying a plate just to make you feel better, not telling you.
Why would you do that?
I don't like you $100 much. I'm sorry.
Wow. I'm gonna keep that in mind come Christmas.
Mike will remember that. Oh no.
Remember that. Come on, why don't you want a plate of my dog on Stitch's spaceship?
Yeah,
Come
sell
on.
plenty of my plates, Mikey. What's up?
Yeah, what the hell? I don't buy Jer's plates just because they're nondescript.
No, because it's
Bullshit.
the devil. People
It's
love the
very
devil.
descriptive.
It's just
not
arcade,
personal.
Satan arcade. What's not to like, bud?
Damn it.
Glow in the
It's the
dark green.
Is the devil more popular than Space Mountain these days?
I think the devil's definitely more popular than your dog. If you put the devil into the Space
Yeah.
Mountain, I think people would have been like, all right, I fuck with this.
you can
Yeah.
do whatever you
Just-
want. You can get a marker.
And just like generalized Satanism, you know, it's a very progressive church. I'll have you know.
Right? Yeah, it
Like,
is. That's
come
true.
on.
Can you imagine how bad it would be if like Satan was real? It came in, it's like, all right, first to go, all you people who made light of me, you thought that I was fun? No, you're
Yeah.
the first to get the poker on the butt.
I'm a chill ass dude. What's that? You worship the mouse? Oh, well.
Worship.
Well,
Worship.
certain
That's how
behavior
I
like you
say
did,
it.
yeah.
You worshipped a mouse for your entire adult life?
Why?
I'm a
why
hero.
Does Satan
I
talk
s-
like a Californian from SNL. You worship the
You can't
mouse,
believe you
bro.
worship the mouse on Space Mountain, bro.
I'm a hero. I still haven't renewed or started up my Disney Plus again. That's how good of a person I am.
Wow, I'm gonna
Whoa,
applaud that. Actually,
so brave.
Good job, Mikey.
Oh, wow.
Look at me. Yeah,
Damn,
times are
really.
tough.
We posted
Voting with your dollar, bro.
if you go to maingear.com/giantbomb is the URL, right, Backler?
Yep, that's it.
You can look at all of the cases that we put out, so you can see the brilliance. Shouts out to Jerem. Shouts out to Tim Nicholas. Shouts out to the folks at Main Gear that helped Dan make his. Shouts out to me because I'm good at Photoshop for making mine.
There you go.
Yours really is a lot, and it's great.
God, I love pen and pixel hip hop covers. They're so good. Gang, anything else you want to talk about before we get going with the show? Even though
Can we
the show's
pivot
already
back
going.
to Shoney's?
No,
Yeah.
Did you guys go to Shoney's when you were kids? I liked Shoney's. They
What
had
is
every
that?
I
road
don't
trip,
have one of
every
those.
road trip. My dad was
What
like,
it-
"We're going to Shoney's," and I
What's
We
love
had
it.
one
that?
here. It was just a chain
like
restaurant
Denny's.
that was, yeah, it's kind of a Denny's, but I don't know. It felt more
better.
like a warm hug than Denny's, maybe just because I was a kid.
Same. I liked it better.
Yeah.
It felt like a respite on the road. I don't know. It was a nice restaurant.
Yeah, it was the first place where I ever had French toast sticks, and I was like, "This is sweet."
God, you
You
really said
remember the place you had them? Again, like, man, we are just different people.
I
huh?
remember
Like,
mine too, but only because I was working at Burger King's when the Burger King invented French toast sticks. So yeah.
Oh no, they sold
Wow.
that shit from Shoney's.
okay, all right.
I'm just glad Mikey got to see his first youth ice hockey game. That was
that was
Not the
great
last.
because we showed up to Dib's hockey game when it was like in progress, pretty deep, and literally as we walked in, he got a breakaway and scored a goal. It was awesome.
And then
Then
we
there was
saw a kid fight.
There's a kid fight later. It was great. Oh my god! I mean, it was I don't condone child violence, but
But
It's
hey,
sick as
someone's gonna
hell.
hit a kid. Better another kid.
yeah, right, yeah, for sure.
But the best was like it was atypical for that league. Like these kids never fight. They're 10, right? But like your face after you saw that first punch. It was like you're like, whoa, what's happening right now? Is this okay? Or is someone going to jail? Oh man.
I was like, do we need to leave? I don't know.
He looked for the nearest exit, man. It was crazy.
Oh, it's great because everyone's like, yeah, let's go watch Dib, Grub and Jan are like, oh, we gotta take care of groceries. And Dan was the one who was just straight up like, I don't want to go. It sounds boring, but he would have loved the kid fight, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's probably good he wasn't there.
It's probably
Yeah,
for
it
the
might have
best.
been
It's
too,
for the
might have been
best.
too much. He
Yeah, I
might have
think
really
it's for the
got some
best.
stink eyes, so he'd be cheering them on.
Again, Bombathon, fantastic event. Shouts out to y'all watching. Whether or not you were able to throw in a sub or a Ko-fi, we appreciate all of y'all. And I also just want to give another special shouts out to Chuck, Turbo Sean, Will Crosby, Tim Nicholas for helping out, and all the folks in Main Gear. What a lovely space. It just worked. It was just all the bells and whistles and even more. And I apologize for probably all of us blowing up that one bathroom that was closest to the studio.
Hey, I did my best to clean up after myself when I could. Yep.
But hey, you know what we
Yeah.
can take away from this? Bagels, right? Maybe they are better on the East Coast.
1, 2, whatever, however many.
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
It's not a
East
big
Coast
deal.
bagels.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh gosh, guys! I ate. They ordered bagels, and the one time I ate 3 of them, you would have thought that I was a man versus food situation. Oh my gosh!
I want to make clear I was on your side for this, Mike, being like, this is not a big deal.
It's not. It's just there's something funny about it. It's harmless.
I never had those bagels, and they were super good. I was starving. I didn't really eat breakfast, and then of course,
didn't.
there was
He
the
didn't.
special. God, French toast again. I like French toast flavors.
It haunts your family, French toast does.
Right. Now, Backward did put the bagels away, and I had to not tell him I want them, but whisper to Jeff about how I was sad the bagels were gone. So that Jeff spoke up for me like my big brother. and had
I
the
saw that.
bagels brought back out.
I saw this interaction happen, and then without thinking, Grub just hey, Mike wants another bagel. And then Mike just looks down, and is like, I do, please. Can I have the cinnamon one?
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
All right.
It was just a reflex. That's what, when it's like when the kids say they want something, I'm like, well, then we'll just make that happen. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just do
Yeah.
that.
We
can
have
just
this
do it.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit here. Yeah.
My poor brother AJ was, the meme, oh, he asked for no pickles. He did have to do that constantly for me because I was too shy to go out myself, and my parents would make him be like, you have to remake this because my idiot brother will not enjoy the flavor of residual
Where's that come
pickles.
from? What, do you think that's just the nature of your personality, or is it
No,
thing you just?
I'm
You
with
just say we were
you,
just
Mike.
Shy?
I'm painfully shy.
I think I was shy. I think in the bagel thing, I was worried about being judged, which I was correct about. That was
No, there
It was
I didn't
less
see any
judging.
judgment happen,
We were laughing
other than
with
by
you.
everyone else in the room.
Yeah,
It was all
I
anyone
was
talked about
correct.
for the rest of the day.
it's true. Well, that's also because we talked to other people from the area, and they were like 3, huh? Most people were flummoxed
But you're
by
right. It was
that.
a point
which
of
is,
conversation for
Yeah.
sure.
it started it up.
You know what? Because obviously I'm not a shy person, but I am deeply non-confrontational. I think is this. So it's any situation. I'm like, this person might be mad at me that I want them to make me they already made me a sandwich, and I'm like, I don't want this one. That seems deeply insulting and
Yeah,
upsetting.
for sure. I have
okay,
that feeling
okay.
too.
All right, boys. Anything else? Any other little
there
bits?
is something else.
There's so
there's
much.
always something else. I don't know what else
Go
there
help
is
with the
to
wiki.
say. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Chuck keeps asking us because apparently it works when we say stuff, and so I'm going to say it. There's the Wiki Street Team that you can request to join in the Discord. Just go do that and help. Like any sort of help is going to be welcome, even if you want to just test stuff out.
Yeah, help preserve because we're making a new site. There's the wiki on the old site. We're trying to preserve that, but we help is needed. Takes some hands, whether you know how to code and all that stuff, or you don't, and you can find other ways to help. Yeah, just join the street team.
And if you were like watching that, you're like, wow, this Chuck guy, he's like picking up the slack from these idiots who won't just promote themselves, and he did a really good job. We'll show him some love by helping him out with this.
Yes.
That'd be a good way to do it.
Or you can head to bombcast.com/wiki, WIKI.
Yeah, that's the repo, I think, on GitHub. One of those Git repositories.
It's that's very important. The site relaunch, we are closing in on a date. We're not ready to say it just yet, but it's very close. It is fast approaching. So it's also a good time to remind everybody to check those emails. If you've not opted in to the transfer of your user data from fandom servers to ours, that's what we need to be able to do in order for you to have control over your account when we make the transition. So that there's also going to be another email between now and the end of the year that you'll have to get and sort of take a look at. If you already opted in, you're good. You don't have anything to worry about, but just expect another email at some point that's going to put you in the right direction for making the jump with us.
Yes.
But it's coming. It's coming. We're almost there. We're in the I'd say we're in the 7th inning, if you want.
Can you say analogy? Can you look into the camera and say we're in endgame now?
We're in endgame now.
There you go. Fantastic.
Oh, no.
Thanks, Dr. Strange.
Yeah. That'd do it. Thank you, Chuck, and thank you everyone for bearing with us as we get to the finish line here, folks.
Yep. Looking exciting though.
Gang, if you are a premium member, you do have access to the premium site beta. And I will tell you, as someone that has spent a lot of time in the back end of the existing site now, I am so ready to move on. I'm so fucking ready to move on.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something about a cup of coffee in the big time there. That's what
Ooh, cup of coffee in the big time.
I am the Intercontinental.
Pour a cup of coffee on that server. Yeah.
Ooh, put it all over that NAS, brother.
That's just one of those voices everyone can do.
Right? You just have to whisper while screaming.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
It's that and a Kermit. I feel like people can do a Macho Man and a Kermit voice.
Everyone can do Schwarzenegger.
Everyone can at least say, I'm Kermit the Frog. Anything past that, it might fall apart, but everyone can at least do that. Kermit
Except for the guy who's Kermit right now who doesn't sound like Kermit. It upsets me.
I was going to be so sorry, but that also upsets me. So sorry for us, Mike.
Sorry that you guys must endure. I'm terribly sorry.
I appreciate that.
I think I can
agree.
hold.
It should be AI voiced Kermit. You're right.
Fuck.
No.
Jeez, all right.
Oh, God. There's the Coca-Cola Corporation has doubled down on AI commercials, and it's so bad.
No. AI polar bears?
If they don't even do the polar bears because they know that would be a bad comparison point. So it's just every other mammal from the animal kingdom. Like rabbit, and you can obviously tell that the AI is pulling from the koala bear from Sing when they get to the koala bears. It's you're just copying that.
Stealing.
There's 50 cuts because they can only have these very short clips because that's all these programs can do so far unless you build your own, and they're not gonna fucking do that. It's terrible. It's terrible. I hate it. And I say this as someone who loves Coca-Cola Christmas commercials because I'm a fucking mark.
Yeah.
And it's you are ruining this for me. Even the commercials are getting ruined.
You ruined Coca-Cola Christmas commercials, for the love of God, with your freaking creepy AI Santa Claus jump scare.
Have some pride. You are the inventors of the modern idea of Santa Claus. The Coca-Cola is when you picture Santa Claus, it's the Coca-Cola Santa Claus. And the idea that you wouldn't be proud of that and treat it well is insane to me.
Insane.
Well, I should get real problems, but still, it bothers me.
Where's our computers?
Yeah.
Hey, Disney, if you're listening,
for me, Mike,
make me the new Kermit. I can hold it for a little bit longer than just saying Kermit the Frog here.
Well, you do also have to be a puppeteer because it is always the guy puppeting and
I'm
doing the
puppeteering
voice.
this podcast right now.
He's got his horns up so many butts.
Good point.
I got the strings.
Can you do like a Richard Gere Chicago thing, like where you're over us pulling all our strings as we're doing the podcast, like oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both, reach for it, the gun, yeah, like that.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you.
You got all that?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I got all that. All right.
I did not at a certain point understand anything he was saying. So
It's okay. I understand, and I understand. It's time to talk about video games.
Oh yes,
Alright.
oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both, reach for the gun, oh yes, they both reach for the gun.
Cicero. Speaking about Chuck and designing and the new website and helping Chuck out with the wiki, Chuck was a fantastic DM during the Bombathon when we checked out the Warframe 1999 Operation Orius. Their
it's like Aureus.
tabletop configuration of Warframe. Grub, Minotti, and I were playing it. And let me tell you, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing it.
That's the first time I've ever tabletopped RPG'd. I've never partook. I've never done that before, and it was a lot of fun.
I love rolling dice to see if I get to do things. I don't know what's my problem, but I like whenever I'm playing one of these, I'm like, I hope there's as many like stat checks or whatever checks as possible. I just want to be checked. I think that's one of the things I liked about Baldur's Gate 3 was like all the times like roll a dice. I'm like, hell yeah, I want to roll a dice.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how much D&D and tabletop stuff just spoke to the theater kid energy that has been like dormant inside of me of like, oh, we're just going to riff.
Very funny.
Oh, thank you, Mike.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, when you were talking your Joshua clips when you're being Ben Starr, that was good.
I don't remember referencing the Holy Spirit, but I guess I did as Ben Starr.
That's right. Yeah.
Folks, we have been cutting out some of the segments from the Giant Bombathon. You will lose a little bit of the fluff and banter in between, but we did cut out the tabletop segment as well as a bunch of the other segments. They should all be up on the Giant Bomb YouTube right now. I just wanted to call out us playing this tabletop game because I kind of want to finish that mission at least. In one point.
I agree. I think we should do it.
Yeah, we have to still save a person or something, right?
Yeah, whatever. You guys figure out the mission stuff. I'll just keep rolling and doing all the fun stuff.
I mean, all of it was fun. And, in the future, if there is an appetite for it, I would like to do more tabletop stuff on this website.
Yeah, it seems like a good complementary sort of thing to the other stuff that we do. And would probably be worth looking into more. We have a lot on the table of stuff we have to do, so no promises, but I just really enjoyed myself. And I think this would be a good crew to run with. So, yeah, let's try to.
Yeah, maybe Dan can continue to take a nap just for the sake of things running
the long nap.
He was really being like, I want to try it. And I'm like, I don't want to discourage him trying new things, but I just don't see it. He doesn't like, yeah, Jeff?
At this point, I want to discourage him. Yeah, we don't
want. Oh, I thought you meant you want to see him do it. Okay.
No. I want to discourage him. It's like, yeah, you could do that in your own time. That's fine. We're gonna go do work over here. So yeah, it was fine. It worked out great. I think it went really well.
Yes.
It was a ton of fun.
Also, shouts out to our friends at Digital Extremes for sponsoring that segment. Just like the three of us were dispatched to go save someone, Jeff Grubb, this morning you checked out episode 1 of Dispatch. I'm super curious about this game because it's blowing up.
Yeah, like something like 1 million copies sold in a little bit over a week. I was aware of it because it has quite the voice cast. Speaking of tabletop role-playing games, Critical Role is partly responsible for this game. Like their badge comes up as like when the credits start. It's Ad Hoc Games, which I believe, I didn't look into it, but I believe that is former Telltale people, and it certainly feels like one of those games. And then they work together with Critical Role, who helped to fill out the cast. And I think that combination and really like just the marketing power of Critical Role, this game just had the attention of a huge number of people. And then it is high quality. It's well done. It is quite good. So I think that those combination of factors helped us get over the top. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect. I had a vague idea of sort of a select your own story sort of thing, and that's certainly what it is. The setup is you are playing as the third in a line of Iron Man-like superheroes. Your grandfather created this suit. you had a small fortune to sort of maintain it, but your character runs out of money, the suit gets damaged, he doesn't know how to fix it, so he's got to retire. And then this group approaches him. It's like with a proposition. It's a pretty lady, blonde superhero who's kind of flirtatious, and you're like, what's going on here? And she's like, well, I'm here to offer you a job. Even though they do kiss, or I suppose that's one of the choices you can make. The idea is they're going to set you up as a dispatcher to help manage a crew of superheroes responding to things sort of in real time. Think the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood mechanic of dispatching assassins out to missions, but a little bit more engaged. And then if you do that, they will bring back your suit and make you a superhero again. So I did the first chapter, the first episode. This is an episodic game, just like Telltale's games have been in the past. And I think that the storytelling, the acting, and the sort of the setup is all super well done. And like the blocking, the animation of the characters, the visual style, all really jumps off the screen. It's got a strong cel-shaded comic book look, but with a lot of detail still. And then the character designs themselves are just really strong. Although at this point we have had so many of these, hey, the classic superheroes you know and love filtered through a different lens. So like, here's the stand-in for the Human Torch, and here's the stand-in for the Invisible Woman, all stuff like that. So it's another one of those, but I'll say this one's at least on par with like Invincible in terms of its character designs.
Nice.
The one thing that really stuck out for me in terms of like, oh, this is maybe a little bit even more engaging than your typical Telltale game. It has all the, you made a choice, you made a tough choice, now this person's going to remember that stuff and it's going to have effects on the story later. All that stuff is there. But as far as the dispatching mechanics, it's got this cool thing where like you have a team of superheroes on the bottom, and then you get a mission, and the mission has a description of like, hey, you need to be smart and negotiate with someone, and then maybe you have to like give a speech, and so you might want to have like charming abilities. And then the characters have a sort of one of those pentagonal charts that tracks their power level. Like think the back of a Marvel or an X-Men card from the 90s, where it's like your power level. And it covers a certain part of this chart. You don't know what the mission's going to require, but it's also going to have a part of that chart that it fills out, like its requirements. And then so you send out superheroes that you think are a good fit based on the written description and based on their abilities. And then once they get to that mission, you check in on it, and it overlays your hero, or if you have two superheroes, sort of their combined power over that bar or that chart. And then it shows what the mission requires. And if it completely overlaps, that means you're going to succeed 100% of the time. But if it doesn't completely overlap and a little part of it sticks out, it'll tell you your percentage chance of succeeding. And then a little ball will bounce around inside of the requirement, the skill check. And if it lands inside of where your heroes cover, you pass. And if it lands outside of that, you fail. And I just thought that's like, ooh, this feels really nice. It's snappy, easy to understand. It kind of still does the thing that Telltale games are strong at, where it's like, I'm thinking about the mechanics in my head. I'm reading the description. I'm making choices based on what I think these characters can do. And then I get a little bit of a reflection of that in the game itself. And I just thought that, hey, this is enough to sort of put this game a little bit further over the top compared to the long run of Telltale games, where maybe that way of doing things grew a little long in the tooth. So yeah, I'm quite into it so far.
Yeah, I'm happy you streamed that this morning, Grub. I'm gonna have to go back and check that out. I'm super interested in this game. I feel like for as much superhero content as there is out there, there still isn't like the best amount of games. And based off of how you're describing this, I need to check this out. Also, it makes me really miss the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series.
Yeah, that was one thing I thought maybe we would do during Bombcast. Maybe another time is do like one of the X-Men Legends game, mostly just so that Jan can be Cyclops.
Oh, thank you, Mike.
That might be a fun 4-player thing to do at some point, right? But yeah,
Marvel Heroes was a thing for a long time. We got stuff like that. I think that this is not anything really close to that, but an expression of like superheroes being like, hey, people come to these characters for the storytelling. As a vessel for that, this seems like a pretty well done version or take on that idea.
Sure. And like I'm still excited about the Wolverine game coming out next year, but I don't know. When I think about the X-Men, I think of more of them as a group rather than just someone solo dolo. But exciting to hear about Dispatch. Grub, this is episodic, yes?
It's episodic. It's I think just like Telltale games of the past, although I think the release schedule is a little bit more rapid than you might remember from Telltale, where it'd be like 2 months between episodes. I think they're doing 2 episodes at a time, and they seem to be coming out every couple of weeks. 2 episodes every week. Thank you, Michael O'Leary in chat. It's like, yeah, I hadn't really kept track of that because it was like, I wasn't even really going to play this game. And then as it got more and more buzz, I checked into it. And I think episodes 5 and 6 are out today as this podcast is coming out.
Cool.
Sick.
Cool. Going from Dispatch to Extractions, Mr. Minotti, Mr. Grubb, and I believe a couple other folks yesterday checked out Arc Raiders. I'm super curious. Would I like this game?
Have you played many extraction shooters, Jan?
No, but I hear like if there's one to get in on the ground floor of the genre, it may be this one.
Yeah. I mean, this is like the newest, spiffiest one. It's pretty new player friendly. We had Christian, who's been playing a lot of it, sort of Sherpas us around. But even if he wasn't there, you have like these missions that kind of like lead you to mechanics, and you kind of get a sense of it. So yeah, the game just it felt really good. It looked really good, and I was definitely understanding the loop where you're just going in and you are just looting things, and sometimes you're looking for things because I need to make a weapon station back at my home base so I can make more upgrades, or I need wires for this quest. And sometimes you're just looking for whatever, maybe hoping to find a really good gun and hope you can hold on to that as long as possible. And then there's these arcs, and these are kind of the AI enemies, computer enemies, and they are machines. There's drones, and those you can kind of take out relatively safely. But then there's really big ones, like these giant 4-legged walkers, and it's like, oh, maybe we better just avoid those guys right now. I don't know how that fight is going to go down. Then there are also other players, right? So, sometimes you're going to fight them, sometimes they're going to attack you, sometimes you might just wave them off and kind of hope for the best. It's not like a battle royale thing, even though like so much of it feels like that. It's not necessarily about attacking the other players. I mean, the only benefit to it is that you get their loot, which may or may not be all that useful. There's probably enough loot just in the map for you in a lot of ways in terms of stuff you can carry, because you can only carry so much.
Yeah, but you could see like the future of those confrontations where maybe you didn't want to fight the big walker, so you let that other crew fight it. If they win, then you attack them when they're done, when they're weak, and you take the stuff that they might have got from it, or maybe they get killed taking down the walker and you finish it off. And it's like you can see the interesting dynamics there. I'll say that when I was playing, I was like, this is pretty good. And then when I was done, I feel an itch to go back, especially hearing it runs really well on the Steam Deck.
Ooh.
And I think that solo queuing for me would be pretty fun in this game, where it's like, I'll just like I just want to upgrade my stuff. I really enjoyed early on in Call of Duty, just doing upgrading my character by playing the game and unlocking all the weapons and all the gear for each weapon and stuff like that. And this game being like, well, that's actually part of the loop of you can go through and upgrade your character's home base faster if you go out and have a good run and get all this extra, mats and materials. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I think I want to do that. So I'm beginning to understand why the loop is so appealing. I'll go back another time and let's see if it really actually sinks its hooks into me. But at the very least, it's like this one has made the appeal of extraction shooters apparent to me.
Sure.
Yeah, I did go back to do some solo queuing when we were done, and I did like that. It's a bit of a different experience. For one thing, you don't, and I always like this with battle royale games or things like that. You can kind of just go. It's not like, all right, let's make sure we're all together. Here's what I think we should do. What do you think we should do? Sort of a thing. It's like being at a theme park by yourself instead of being with a group of people.
It's exactly
you don't have to
like
have you don't have to have a little committee all the time. You just go. And that's nice. And even like the interactions with other players seemed a bit more dynamic. Whereas when there's a bunch of us, it felt a little bit more shoot on sight. Maybe that's just me being trigger happy. I don't know. But when I was playing by myself, there was more like, okay, this person's literally doing an emote that says "Don't shoot." I guess I won't. There's another person who's just sitting there looting something. Why not? I mean, that's an easy target. Come on, that's fun. Or you hear somebody trying to extract by getting on a subway. And I'm like, I'm just going to go down there and shoot them with a shotgun as they think they're getting away in this subway. And I do that, and I feel like a little stinker. but it's fun. The game, when we were playing all of us, it made being a coward more fun than it's ever been for me, because there's one part where we were in this hallway, kind of surrounded by these windows, looking outside. And on either side of the hallway, other teams pincered us and were shooting. And before I could even do anything, Jeff and Christian were down. And I was like, well, there's no way I'm going to be able to save them. I'm going to die too.
You just got a new good gun, right?
I had this awesome shotgun. I don't want to lose, because that's what happens is you lose that loot. So I just like dove through the window and just started running and let those two teams fight each other. And I got out of there, so that felt good.
Now, okay, do y'all think this is going to hurt or help Marathon when it comes out?
Hell, hurt big time.
Yeah, hurt. Like, this isn't going to be like a good on-ramp
probably.
for people to get introduced to like extraction shooters.
I think it's going to be a good on-ramp for people to be introduced to Arc Raiders and to keep playing that. I don't know, because when I tried Marathon, that was the first time I tried an extraction shooter. So maybe just the whole thing was a little weird to me. I wasn't getting it at all. It didn't, even though like, Bungie shooting feels good and that was there.
Sure.
I didn't think the enemies were very interesting. The encounters I was having with the players didn't feel that good. Even the world itself felt a little surprisingly flat. The at base stuff is not nearly as nice as it is in Arc Raiders, where you have a real sense of that kind of place, right, and setting. I don't know. Maybe they're doing some work over there, right? Because they push that thing back. There's going to be another test at some point. I'm curious what people think, but I mean, how many of these kind of games can there be? Because we sort of saw with the Battle Royale, like maybe a few.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a room for another one of these, but I think Arc Raiders is going to be it for a lot of people. I don't know.
Yeah, I would think that for Marathon to get a benefit here, it's going to have something that really sets it apart and makes it feel unique, because it can't just be like, well, we're super welcoming. So, well, Arc Raiders already welcomed everybody, and people showed up for that, and it sold really well. So you kind of have to face that. And then if it's like, I mean, my question would be like, what could that possibly be? Because if you're super into this now because of Arc Raiders and you want to try some real sicko shit, Tarkov is still there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be coming to Steam here soon. It's not on Steam yet. It's going to be coming to Steam here soon. And if anything, it might destroy Arc Raiders, and Marathon will never even stand a chance, because now that thing is just the biggest. So, yeah, I think Marathon's in a tough spot.
Yeah, I feel like on top of Tarkov, there's also the other behemoth that if Arc Raiders absolutely blows up, kind of takes over like as the hot game to stream, or people are watching on Twitch, that Fortnite is just going to come in and create a extraction mode for folks. And speaking about Fortnite, Mike Minotti, you have been checking out Simpsons in Fortnite.
Yeah, that's one way to pull my boomer ass back in, I suppose.
Yep.
It'd be one thing if it was just like the Simpsons Battle Pass with some characters you can buy, but the whole map is Springfield, and I'm a sucker for the games where you can just do Springfield. It looks
cool.
Even like when you start playing, like it's like the intro goes through like it says Battle Royale, but it's in the style of the Simpsons intro.
Like
when
when you're on the bus, right?
You're on the
intro,
bus. And the bus goes through, and then you see all of Springfield, like going back to virtual Springfield for the PC in the mid 90s, and then Hit and Run, of course. Any games that have like all of Springfield there, it's neat. So, just say, where are we dropping, boys? Camp Krusty? I'm like, that's pretty neat. So, yeah, just seeing all of it there, realize like that is a good amount of fun. Fortnite is still a really fun game. I will say I haven't seen like it's not like some of these updates where you're able to introduce items from the property itself to make it interesting. Like I know when there was Power Rangers, you could do a Megazord thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's more here, but the only like Simpsons-y item I've come across is that fish with 3 eyes, and it does like what a lot of items in that game do. It lets you kind of blink forward, Nightcrawler style, a little bit there. But I did get the battle pass because I want to be Homer, and of course Homer's the last thing on the battle pass. So now it's like, oh, you got me. Guess I have to play a lot of Fortnite now. I guess that's why they do these things, huh? Mo's gun is coming soon as an item, says Joe. So his shotgun, I kind of like
right.
You just have like a revolver behind the bar or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm about to unlock Marge. I like that Marge is like the melee weapon she gets is a vacuum cleaner, which I'm just gonna tell myself is a Simpsons arcade reference.
Oh,
It's
it
gotta
has to be, right?
How
Come
come
on.
on?
be.
Yeah, of
I
course
hope
it
so.
is.
Do they have
That's-
Homer's car as like a vehicle in the game?
I think
Ooh.
I don't know about his. There's because the whole map is Springfield, so all the cars kind of look like that. I don't know. I've been to the Simpsons house one time and I was running around there, and that was fun because there's each room. Flanders' house right by it. I was even inside Millhouse's house at one point. It's just fun little details all over the place. So yeah, just like the aspect of dropping on the map and running around, seeing Moe's Tavern, seeing the power plant, all those iconic locations is super neat. Yo,
What are you
Jeff,
playing on?
PC.
Okay, I downloaded it on Switch too. I'm like, oh yeah, I could just play this on Switch too comfortably, and that'd be like a
Right.
good way to check in on Fortnite.
Yeah. I kind of forget I can do that as
Yep.
well. Yeah. No build mode still. Once I had that, I don't know if I could ever go back. I don't know if I ever want to build again at Fortnite.
No, I'm
I
with you,
did-
Mike.
Play a lot of Fortnite in this past week, but it wasn't any of the Simpsons stuff. It was K-pop Demon Hunter Live Event Tycoon, which is a community-created game where it's an idle game. You have to punch a block or shoot a block to get dollars to come out, and then use the dollars to upgrade your stage and your house, and to buy new instruments, to record new albums, and then you sell those albums to get new fans. And then if you get 25 million fans, you could start a live event, which just means giant versions of your characters singing with the Huntrix characters around the world.
Man,
was,
we're going
it
up,
was like-
up, baby.
It was a
Sounds cool.
poorly designed one of these, and yet still like a ton of fun, because it's like just this free little mode that someone made in the game using the assets from K-pop Demon Hunters, and the girls were happy with it, and I had a kind of a fun time. So yeah.
So is it because they license the skins? Like people can community create that stuff? Is that why
Yes.
it's okay?
Yeah, absolutely. So like when we were making the albums, it's like they were recording songs. They weren't able to use any of the Huntrix songs, so they just used other songs from the game.
Right.
But the Huntrix characters were there. K-pop Demon Hunters characters were there, and yeah, they couldn't bring anything that wasn't already done by Epic themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, the producer character or whatever, the manager, he's not in the game, so we don't have him running around, or at least as far as I know. But yeah, they just kind of used what they had, and then there was a bunch of generic Unreal Engine assets to fill out the rest of the world. And it's like, oh, okay, people do this.
There's been a bit of a, let's call it a Fortnite timeout.
Oh,
And
Ooh.
I've not seen the Simpsons stuff yet. I want to. I'm gonna check that out. The last thing he was really into was that Steal the Brain Rot game, which
right.
probably why we got into this mess in the first place.
Yeah, I was like, the kids definitely asked about something along those lines. I'm like, well, I don't know if they have that yet. I'm I'm not ready for that personally.
Yeah, it just sounds like this K-pop one is the community created one is maybe a little bit more like cerebral. Not cerebral. That's a bit
Cerebral, it's real deep.
charitable.
I mean, it's
more.
it's a good clicker in the way that all clickers are good.
Yeah.
Gosh, I think I said clicker. The last Simpsons game was tapped out, which you just can't even play anymore.
Mm.
Right?
But it
It's
made a
just
ton of money
gone.
while it was going, and then they're
Yeah,
like, all right, let's cash out.
Kinda. I wish they made like a you have to wait 24 hours to do things version of that game I could just play now, because there's something fun about that. Also, the Homer's car, apparently you can buy that in the shop, which I imagine means it's an emote.
You can use it in Rocket League. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's actually phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's like a separate mode where you drop into Springfield, or is that just what the map is?
That's
now?
just what the map is. The map is just Springfield right now. Like the whole thing. So there's like Evergreen Terrace. There's Camp Krusty. There's something called like the Donut District with a bunch of the shops. The Reactor. Yeah.
So what do you think? Like I like the Zoomers and the Alpha. They know what's the Simpsons are.
So
they
like
do. They don't have any money, so they don't. It doesn't matter. They don't matter right now.
I mean, I was gonna
Right,
say I've never been super duper into the Simpsons, and I'm like, maybe like a middle millennial here, but I can see the value in it and it blowing up because of everyone else having money, like you said, Grub.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, Disney's invested like billions of dollars into Epic Games, but I think Epic they know, and they kind of do one for you, one for me. So it's like your Power Rangers, old stuff Power Rangers, and then K-pop Demon Hunters, and now Simpsons, and the next one will be Labubu or something. I don't know. I think they.
I don't know if that
one
will be
battle
the case, but
after
I get your point.
another, you know?
Yeah, that'd be all right. No,
Right.
no, put Fargo in Fortnite. God
There
I
you
want the
go.
damn it.
Muppets. Let
Just
Kermit have a
please.
machine gun.
Oh my
It
god.
is.
Yes.
There is a part of me that's still. This is lame out though. That's like, oh, so Bart Simpson just has a assault rifle and is shooting people.
No, you're right. It's weird.
You're right. It's weird. I do think, though, for me, and again, maybe I'm just like hyper rationalizing, but like there is such cartoonishly nonsensical gun play in for like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to find reasons. It's not even like Uncharted, where Uncharted you're just obviously murking like thousands
Sure.
of fools over and over and over again, and it's just like that's what the game is. There's something, I don't know. And maybe I'm just drinking the Kool-Aid with what Fortnite is sort of able to just get away with very clearly being a third-person shooter. But there is something about it that I'm just like, man, it's just. Maybe it's like a nerfification of everything. I don't know.
It feels like, yeah, you're right. And look, a lot of it's just because, hey, it's really popular, so the brands are just going to embrace it. But it's like a part of me, it's like maybe the guns should look slightly less like real guns. Maybe they should really be nerfy, just because I don't want to be like well, somebody think of the kids thing. It's fine, but there's
they could
this is the
slowly
game that
do
a lot
that.
of kids play, right? Yeah,
For sure. And they could
I still think it
slowly
just
do
looks
that
weird. It just looks
over and
weird,
over,
that's all,
you know, over a long period of time. I feel like they could just make it so cartoonish.
Like
Right.
I could not imagine Mario in here holding an assault rifle. Like I just
Sure.
couldn't
Right.
imagine that, and
But
that
Sonic
would look
will.
weird to me.
They'll do it with
will fucking
Sonic.
do
I mean,
anything
they've.
for
Oh, I
me.
mean,
had
Shadow is
Yeah.
strapped up.
I mean, a lot of it is still just remnants of the fact that this was originally a zombie like survival co-op game thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
That's where
Yeah.
a lot of this is still coming from. Even now with the fucking Simpsons crossover event, where you can run into Darth Vader and Peter Griffin and the Red Ranger and just all this insane stuff. So
You
but
know,
yeah,
that-
it's been a good reason to go back to Fortnite. Why
that's
not?
a dream blunt rotation you just mentioned, Mikey.
There you go.
Mike Minotti, you've also been continuing your trek through Lumiose City with Pokemon Legends Zaw.
Yeah, I rolled credits on it, and then I was like, oh, now I can move on to something else. But what if? And then I kind of kept playing it, and I did I did the main post-game missions too, which is kind of just continuing the Royale stuff for another quote-unquote 15 ranks, so you can see kind of the final story beats, and then I don't want to spoil anything, but then you can do a battle, and you can capture an important Pokemon, and then that's kind of really it for the main quest. There's still things I could do. Like I haven't finished that lady's research stuff. I haven't done all the side quests, but I kind of did the main end game stuff. So, yeah, that game actually really worked for me. It turns out, even though it is still kind of janky and weird, like I like the real time battles, but there is a lot of like, this character's kind of stuck on the side of this building.
Yeah.
Is it moving properly? And like, there's like supposed to be stealth with approaching these people, and that feels weird and not great as all get out. But fighting the Pokemon, it feels good. The post game stuff didn't scale super well. Like when I was doing like that 15th fight, my Pokemon were all in like the 90s in terms of level, and I was still fighting people who were kind of in the 70s. So I was like, okay, I feel like this endgame stuff should be getting more difficult. And it's actually mostly a cakewalk. Even the part of the day where I had to get my challenger's ticket by fighting everybody, it's like a lot of these trainers would still have level 59 Pokemon. So it was beginning to feel more like a chore that I was pushing through a little bit because I did want to see the rest of the stuff there.
Yeah. I mean,
but I did it.
Endgame difficulty in Pokemon has always been a problem, just across the board with all of their titles. But Mikey, would you say it's worth it to go through it to finish up the rest of those ranks?
You get a couple cool Pokemon for doing it if you care about that. And even outside of doing that, there's a couple important Pokemon you can catch too. And I caught one of them, and I had him in my party, and that felt fun.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, if it was me, I was like, I was enjoying this game. I kind of do actually want to keep playing it. And I still felt a little cheated early on when the game like skips a bunch of rankings for you.
Yeah.
So you kind of get them back here, I suppose, in a way. So yeah, but there was something to this game for sure. I don't think it was amazing or anything, but it is definitely the Pokemon game that I clicked with the most since like the DS era,
Oh,
probably.
snap.
Yeah, so I was pretty pleased all in all, and I'm excited. I like the Legends side series a lot. I don't know
Me
if I
too.
still have too much hope for the main series. I'm not sure. I'd be curious to try it. But every time they kind of do slightly different things here with Legends, I am here for it. Even though like this game was more of a Pokemon X and Y sequel than I was expecting. I kind of like digging into the lore. It's like, oh, a lot of these characters did show up in X and Y, huh?
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, relate to them. Oh, interesting. I apparently did not remember much of what happened in that one.
Speaking about Pokemon, one of the incentives was to revive, throw into the Pokemon Center and revive Pokemon Monday Night Combat with Sean and I, and that is, we hit that goal. We hit all the goals really fast, actually. So that will be coming soon to your internets. Gang, the goal, get me to Worlds. I want to be a Pokemon champion.
I believe in you.
Going from Pokeballs to balls. Mike Minotti, you and I have been playing Ball Pit. You played this last night on Mega Man.
I did. This one's been getting a lot of buzz. It's been an insane year for roguelikes,
Yes.
whatever you want to call them, so you're not mad at me. But this one has still managed to pop off and get a ton of buzz. And I didn't entirely know what I was getting into. I knew it was kind of Arkanoid / Breakout / Alleyway adjacent. But it's a lot of Vampire Survivors DNA. Like that's the specific brand of roguelike you're getting here in terms of, you're kind of beating up a lot of enemies, you're picking up the XP, and then you're leveling up and getting boosts from that. But it is all in this kind of, you have these balls that you're shooting and kind of a shoot 'em up situation, like twin stick style. But, they bounce around these very block shaped enemies, very much like a Breakout or an Arkanoid. And then you're getting bonuses like special balls, like this ball's going to make it so every time you hit a block, it's also going to send a laser out to every other block on a horizontal line. Or this ball is going to poison every ball it hits. So it kind of takes, some ticking damage afterwards. And then the balls can eventually kind of evolve and combine with each other into super balls. And you get all this other wacky stuff.
Yeah.
So that feels great. Then there's some progression between all of it where you kind of are building out a city. So you're making resource tiles or buildings, and then you do another kind of Arkanoid mini game of sending people out to these things to collect the resources or work on the buildings. And eventually, if enough people hit a building, you make that building and you unlock a new character
That part,
or a buff or something like that.
That part of the game I don't like as much, but maybe it's just because I generally just hate base building of any sort.
Oh wow, you're anti-base building. I didn't see that in your.
You're not.
Deku
Jan's not
Deals
the only one I've
page.
heard say this, that they're not as enthralled with that part of the game. I've heard that a couple times. Mike, you do enjoy it though?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's an
Okay.
interesting flavor. I think it, kind of carrying some of those mechanics into that part of the game, which sometimes can be somewhat basic. So I appreciate it. I know what you mean, though. It's busier than it would be if it was just like, hey, you leveled up because you have experience points. Here's a new character.
Yeah,
Okay. I was trying to debate whether or not I was going to start playing this, and it was like I'm at a point of the year where I'm like looking for any excuse not to play something so that it doesn't take up my time. And I was like, oh well, there's other games like this that I like the whole package, so I'll just stick with those. But I don't know. It sounds like it's a little bit more split. I'm seeing in chat people going back and forth about it.
You need to try Ball Pit, Jeff.
Yeah,
I think you might
yeah.
like it.
Yeah, kind of watching you play it last night, Mike, a little bit. I was like, oh, I should try this game.
You of all people, Grub, should check out Ball Pit.
I was thinking that too. Yeah. All right, I'll do so.
The part you're talking about, is that with the building stuff? Is that like it felt like it was like a farming thing.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like, because there are like the resources and like the wheat fields, your character will pass through it and collect it. But then other ones like the forest, you'll bounce off it and you'll get a thing of wood and you'll need that to build the other buildings on there. And you kind of like are moving these things around to try to plan it. So, okay, my guy's going to bounce off this building and hit that and then bounce into the forest and collect the resource tile. It's a to-do. I think it's a fun to-do, but I can see why some people are annoyed by it.
I wish you could play. Well, yeah, I mean, no, that's what they want. That's fine. I was wondering like, oh, I wonder why I like this still. What if this wasn't here?
Yeah, because like
thing.
the ball bouncing or people bouncing in that just feels clunkier than it does when you're actually playing the game.
Yeah.
Uh,
The game, super fun though.
very fun.
You know, the progression was nice. Like, you know, each time I was like, okay, I'm getting a little better at this. And I'm glad. Sometimes you play games and almost feels like a little too generous and easy. And here it's like, no, I just lost because my build wasn't good enough, and I have to learn more about what I should be looking for, which balls I should be leveling up and combining into better balls. And it's also very Vampire Survivors in that there's a bunch of different levels. So, you know, I beat one level. It's
Yeah.
hardly I beat the game. I'm going to unlock more of them. At the end of them, there's these boss fights then it kind of really felt like a shmup. Like I had this skeleton guy coming down towards me, and his weak point was in the back of his head. So, you know, very Arkanoid. I had to only kind of hit him from the back by bouncing my balls against the back wall and then into his crown. But then, like, the one time I had these balls that stop smirking. I know I'm saying the word balls a lot.
No,
We
it was
like
it was
balls. It's all right.
Well,
It's
it was the
Slap your
implication
balls,
of
do
back
whatever you
shots
want.
is what you were saying.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
judge.
But like the one time I had like all these balls that like would just phase through things so they wouldn't bounce around. So it was very easy
Yes,
to kill him.
very
I just was
good.
doing straight shots and took him out right away. So yeah, I immediately got the appeal of this. I think I definitely want to play more again. It's been an insane year for these kinds of games with, you know, Hades 2 and Mega
Bonk.
Bonk and Monster Train 2 and Nubby's Number Factory and just so many of these. And yet, you know, I'm not really tired of it. As long as they keep making good
Right.
ones, I'm still ready to show up for them.
Yeah, I feel like there's another one that we're forgetting.
There was Racoin, which was more of a test.
Right,
There was
right.
what was
That's
that?
still
What was
early.
the slot machine one? Did
Oh,
you say that one?
gosh,
Clover Pit.
Coinstar.
Clover Pit.
Clover
Yeah,
Pit.
Clover Pit, not
Coinstar.
Something else.
Go to the bank instead and do it. Just count your
Yeah.
own coins.
Yeah, you're better off. They'll take a cut. It's not worth it.
And to wrap off the first segment here, folks, we have let me see if this works. No, I hope it doesn't break anything. The Dad Game of the Week. Mars First Logistics.
Yeah. People have been telling me to check this out for a while now. They're like, "Hey, Grub, here, you need another dad game. Here it is. It's Mars First Logistics, and I don't know what I thought it was. And I guess it's mostly what I thought it was, but it's a little bit more bite-sized than I guess I was expecting. It's a Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts like, in that you are assembling vehicles to perform tasks and mostly take objects from one side of the map to the other. And you could kind of build your vehicles at any time. You just hit a button, you could start editing them, and they do give you blueprints to like solve certain tasks. But a lot of times, at least so far early on in the game, they are making me come up with my own solution first, and then afterwards they'll give me sort of an optimized blueprint to succeed at that task. There was one where it's like, just take this box to this point. I'm like, okay, I'm going to build a little claw machine on the back, and I'm just going to drag it across the Martian surface and go for it. And then I got there, and then they gave me a little blueprint that was like, had these hydraulic lifts, so I could sort of build an arm and lift it off the ground and then drive across. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And it unlocked the hydraulic lifts for me, so now I could use those in my own designs. It got really interesting when it was like, take this steel beam to this space, and don't just drop it off. You have to drop it off in a vertical way so that it actually like sits up and sits in this box, and then we'll accept it. So I kind of had to build a claw to grab it, and I put that claw on a sort of rotating wheel, and then I had like a little catcher, a bit of like PVC piping to catch it. So I picked it up, I rotated it, I loosened to drop it onto that PVC catcher, and then I had that on one of those hydraulic lifts. So I lifted it up, and it began standing up and sort of leaning against the PVC piping. And then I drove into it to sort of set it upright inside of the acceptable thing. And I was so excited when it worked. It was, oh my God, this is exactly what I want from this game. I was able to like come up with that idea, execute on it, and then like succeed all in about 10 minutes. I'm like, that's about the right amount of time. I don't want to be spending hours and hours on these designs, at least not to just like do something simple like dropping off a steel beam. But yeah, it's hitting the spot.
Grub, I wish I still had access to maybe a television show where you just bust idioms and miscellaneous things and have a team of engineers to help you out. Because I feel like you'd have the time of your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's-
I would I would love to be on a BattleBot team and just be like, can I come up with some ideas and let's see if we can figure them out? Yeah.
I may actually be able to get us a team on BattleBot. So,
Yeah.
Wow, what a weird departure that would be. This
feels right up our
the
alley.
way you're describing this, I was like, I feel like I need to be like huddled around a grill watching watching burgers cook or something like that. Yeah,
you understand.
Like that one could use a flip kind of thing,
Yeah, it definitely is just like, let's be clear. I am not good at these games. It's not like I have some great technical engineering mind. I have a simple caveman monkey brain.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short.
Well, I do eventually succeed at the goals, but in an inelegant way. I just think it's good when these games are like, that's fine. Be inelegant. We don't care. Just get the job done, and that still feels really good.
Okay, I know that because of the Bombathon, we have several themed weeks up ahead of us.
I mean,
well into 2026.
There's 52 weeks a year, buddy. We get some other weeks.
Well, I was gonna say, if we can't devote a whole week to it, perhaps a day where we have science fair project day.
I like that.
And we just try and do stuff like throw an egg off the roof, or like build a bridge out of like popsicle sticks or something like that.
Make a volcano, yeah. All right.
Just for you, Grub.
This looks really cool.
It's
and it has multiplayer.
It has multiplayer, and I think I decided during this that I am going to set up a stream and we're going to play some of this.
Okay. Yeah, I would like that because this looks. It has this neat kind of art style that's sort of like so shady-ish. I don't know what you call this, but
you're feeling. I'm feeling it too, man. There's nothing. I am rendered weak. I am. I'm no match to the draw of this game.
It's got that flat shading, and to like have a stylistic, look at like Mars, and that makes it run really well on something like the Steam Deck. I think a real dad game should be able to run on a lot of different machines. It should be able to run on an E machine from Best Buy.
Yeah. Mount Rushmore games that take place on Mars. Doom
Red Faction.
Red Faction Gorilla.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Total Recall for Super Nintendo.
There's not a Doom part where you're on Mars?
Wait.
I said Doom first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Doom first. Yeah.
Yeah, not Doom. Doom. No, Doom is very Mars. I mean, Doom, the 2060 one feels more Marsy, right? If you you could play all of the original Doom and not really know you're on Mars. Let's be clear.
Yeah, right. Doom played that up because it's a cool idea of like unleashing hell because you were digging for energy on Mars. Like
for
that's
real?
A cool idea. Yeah, it
like
rules.
The OG Doom.
Yeah.
The original Doom was about.
You're
that
on Mars.
Yeah, for the first episode at least.
I mean, but they're right. Like they don't knock you over the head with that information. I feel like you're not.
Yep.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
Look at us learning things.
What was the fourth game for this Mount Rushmore? I can't think of anything.
I don't know. Maybe this one. I guess it might just be this one now.
Maybe it's this one.
There you go. Congratulations,
more Mars games.
Mars First Logistics.
Biker Mice from Mars, the game.
Folks, that about does it for the first segment of the show. We're going to go take a quick bricky break, and then Grub will be back with the news right after this.
Okay. Jan, you taught me to overcome my fear of sharp objects. I want to teach you how to overcome your fear of saving money.
No, I don't wanna. I will only ever pay the manufactured suggested retail price.
Stop. You don't have to live this way because now there's Deku Deals.
The double D?
That's right. Deku Deals is the best way to find deals on any major gaming platform or store.
I don't want no bunk out-of-date coupon code, Grub.
It's nothing like that. Deku Deals has both the hottest and the freshest deals updated constantly. It's also just added Steam support with a super simple page to find bundles for Steam code.
Ooh, I just found the Mist and Riven Complete collection for $8 on Humble using Deku Deals right now.
I also use Deku Deals to build and add and share wish list. You can even use it to keep track of your collection.
You know what? I think we should all build some lists and host them on DekuDeals.com/giantbomb.
And if listeners go to DekuDeals.com/giantbomb, they can vote to make us play a game on the November 21st episode of Unprofessional Fridays.
Learn more at DekuDeals.com/giantbomb. This is Jeff Grubb with the news. Jeff Grubb.
Yes, it is. Hello, I have news. Let's do something different. Just go in the order that I wrote it here. Nintendo Switch 2's phenomenal launch continues as it clears 10 million, more than PS4 and PS5. The Nintendo Switch, and that's like as of this point, I should say. The Switch 2 has had a record-breaking launch, selling 10.36 million units by the end of September, surpassing the launch sales of the original Switch, PS4, and PS5. This led Nintendo to raise its hardware forecast for the business year to 19 million units, and its operating profit by 15% to 2.4 billion. The Americas accounted for 35% of Switch 2 sales, and Japan for 22.6%. That's 3.68 and 2.35 million, respectively. Despite stock constraints in Japan, it continues to sell very well there. This is, probably worth pointing out. The Switch 2 has been readily available, and something like the PS5 was hardware constrained. But you still have to sell these things when you put them out, and it is doing just about as well as it could be. I think the way to look at this is it has certainly continued the momentum that the Switch 1 built. It didn't miss a step, and it seems, for all intents and purposes, like it is going to do very well as long as it can maintain this rate. There's still questions there, but early on, people were wondering, hey, higher prices, all this other stuff. These numbers continue to say that doesn't matter, and people are showing up for the Switch 2.
Right. And so far the console itself hasn't had to, there's the initial high price, but they haven't raised it yet, even though they were flirting with that. I know for a lot of people it's like, oh, this, first year software isn't as good as the Switch ones. Well, sure, almost nothing is, but just looking at it itself, I mean, Mario Kart World, I know there's some people like, oh, I don't know if this is good, but it's still a good game, and it's a Mario Kart Bonanza. It's fantastic. Some of these Switch 2 editions have been fun. Pokemon Legends ZA, I know that's on the Switch 1, but for me, I think a lot of people, that's the Switch 2 game. It's a ton of fun there, and there's just been, I think they've been benefiting so much from a lot of these heavy-hitting indie games coming out in this launch window, like Silksong and like Hades 2, and even I think Ball Pit I heard is very good on Switch 2. I've been playing my Switch 2 nonstop. I've been feeling very good about it.
Yeah, and not to spoil a story we're going to get to later, but Animal Crossing is looming in the background, and I could see folks wanting to pick up a Switch 2 before it gets super insane, or maybe more challenging to get one before the holidays.
Prices could go up.
Yeah.
I actually don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand.
What don't you get?
I don't understand. This thing costs so much more than it rightfully should. There's nothing really to play on it.
Oh, there's nothing to play. Bonanza! So good.
That's not true anymore as much as it was at launch.
New thing,
and
Jeff.
It's just a lot of money. I just thought people have no money. I was under the assumption no one had any money. And I think there's something that's still not squaring about this.
I mean,
the economic point of view.
The price of this thing's looking pretty good compared to an $800 PlayStation 5 Pro or whatever, right?
I guess, but not compared to a Steam Deck. I mean, I realize it's not. They're Nintendo games. You can't play them anywhere else. I get it.
Right.
I think with a Steam Deck, for as popular as they've become, even with the normies out there is still that added layer of it's a PC. I'm playing PC games. I'm still kind of intimidated by it. Versus
there's the momentum of having the Switch already, and probably having a lot of games for it, and this thing playing it better. So there's
better than the first Switch. That is surprising.
Well, that is almost exclusively because this is more readily available. Yes, the supply is better. Switch 1 probably would have done equal to this. I think that this system is the first one really ever to kind of hit what is possible if you have unlimited supply. This is about as fast as you could sell if you're one of these devices at this price. So it's going to continue to do fine. I think it's just going to probably pick up pace because, as you said, Backlar, the case wasn't great for it early on. But all the people that don't care or recognize that getting it now will be worth it because they'll have it for Bonanza and Mario Kart, and then they'll already have the device when all these other games come along. Well, all those other games are coming. and that probably will win a lot of people over. I do wonder if Animal Crossing getting an update won't move the needle as much as I would expect an Animal Crossing thing to do, but I don't know. Maybe it will.
And we'll talk about that in a moment. Do you think there are a large amount of people who are like, I want to get this now because I do worry the price is going to go up?
I think
it's
that's
a measurable number.
Yeah, I think that's a fair number of folk.
Yep.
That may be in tune with the world.
I think it's hard to think that way for the vast majority of people because it's so unpredictable. Although I think it's becoming more predictable that prices will go up. Like every day, there's a new reason why it might go up. And sure, I think the last update on tariffs is that we are back to the original status quo, like before what do you fucking call it? Liberation Day? Before Liberation Day tariffs. Like, so we're back to that point. So all those companies that moved production to Vietnam to avoid Chinese tariffs are like, well, shit, I guess we shouldn't have done that. So does that mean prices will go back down? No, now SSDs and memory is going to get way more expensive. I said SSDs. RAM's going to get more expensive, and that's just things to go up in price over and over again. So yeah,
what a fucking idiot.
I think that the early adopters were always going to show up. I think it still is a test this holiday to see what happens next for this thing. See if the families show up for it at this price.
Wait till Kirby Air Riders comes out. You son of a bitch. That's gonna it's gonna go wild. Three times as much as they already done.
That's
Mike, say bitch the cool way.
Bitch.
Nintendo
Still
wins
gets
lawsuit against player who kept streaming pirated Switch games and taunted, "I could do this all day, biatch," I think is what he said.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah, it did not go great for him. I think it would have been better if it was you, Mike. Nintendo has won a lawsuit against streamer Jesse Keegan, I'm going to say Keegan, also known as Every Game Guru, who illegally streamed pirated Nintendo games before their release. Keegan had streamed at least 10 leaked Nintendo games over 50 times since 2022, including Mario and Luigi Brothership, which is the one that Nintendo focused on. Basically, they won a case in court where this guy now owes $17,500. Nintendo was even like, we could have asked for a lot more, but we're just going to ask for the latest infringement, which was Mario and Luigi Brothership. This guy really taunted Nintendo and was saying things like, "You'll never be able to take me down because I have 1,000 burner accounts on Twitch. So if you take me down, I'll just come back and do it again." He also said, "You don't know about me. You might run a corporation, but I, quote, run the streets."
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
You know what?
Oh my
So
God.
there's folk heroes out there,
I'm
living for the rest of us.
I haven't been on Nintendo's side lately with like a couple of their other litigious things, but you know what? I'm on their side of this one.
Just like the dumbest criminals, like the dumbest, oh my God.
These are they're warrior poets just out there fighting for us, trying to show us how it's done.
If this guy is who we have on the streets, then fuck no.
I mean,
yeah, the streets might be fucked, actually.
Getting off at 17.5 doesn't sound so bad.
Right, because a lot of others in similar situations, I guess this is like someone who was kind of an end user, although he was creating content, so it's a little bit different. Nintendo typically doesn't go after end users. They go after the distributors, these websites, these repositories. So those ones have been charged millions of dollars. There's one person who was, I can't remember.
He was just annoying. He was just annoying.
Right. He was just annoying. And now his wages will be garnished for the rest of his life. He basically is a Nintendo. Nintendo has a contract where they just get his money. And so, yeah, this guy's not going to be in that situation. Animal Crossing New Horizons is getting that Nintendo Switch 2 edition and a huge free update. The Switch 2 edition, basically it's tacking on a $5 upcharge. So you can get the new version, the Switch 2 edition, complete with the game for $65. It will have enhanced resolution, Joy-Con 2 mouse controls, expanded online play for up to 12 players, and a megaphone item for in-game communication where you can like yell the name of one of your villagers and they'll be like, "I'm over here." I don't know. Feels like that could just be a menu option too. And there's Switch 2 camera support. So that's like the list of improvements. We've seen other games get those improvements for free. So this is a little bit weird, but also $5 feels like, well, they've charged more than that for others. I don't know. I'm in between on this. I guess I was a little bit excited to find out they are still doing stuff for that Animal Crossing game.
Right.
And then there's the free update, which adds a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, no, yeah, and you can go over that because I think that's the thing here is that really all the stuff that like the Animal Crossing heads that I know, the people who aren't going to upgrade to a Switch 2 until they need to because of Animal Crossing, I think even just I was talking to them at like a Halloween party. They're gonna be fine just sticking with the Switch one still because all of the actual new stuff they care about is still coming to that version of the game.
Yeah, and I think Nintendo knows that. So this, to me, feels like an acknowledgement that maybe this team, who I believe is the Splatoon team, maybe they were prioritizing a Splatoon first because both of those franchises are super important to Nintendo now. And they're like, let's get Splatoon out early, and then we can wait on the next version of Animal Crossing. So they kind of flipped. It should have been a new Animal Crossing first because most recently we got Splatoon 3 from them. Some of the things in this free update. This is version 3.0. It will be released for both the Switch and Switch 2 versions. It includes a new hotel run by Cap'n and his family, increased home storage, so now you can have 9,000 items. I think it was 5,000 before. A new dream location called Slumber Island for creating multiple islands. You can edit those islands, like where the waterfall is and stuff like that in a way that maybe you couldn't before. Let's see here. New collaboration content with brands like Lego. Also, The Legend of Zelda. There's just generalized Nintendo stuff, and that includes if you're an NSO member, you could bring a retro console into your house and play old video games inside of Animal Crossing. I think they said it was like one game per console though, and it was like Ice Climbers for the NES. So I don't know. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much for that.
Yeah. I mean, that was really neat in the GameCube game.
It was
I'm
awesome.
so glad to have it back. It's a little different when I could just push the home menu and now go to my NSO thing and play. But still, it's neat having it in there. Boy, it's wild. I was pretty surprised by this just because they haven't really updated this game much. When it was a giant hit. I assumed that it was just like, let's make the next one, and maybe that'll be the big 2026 game, and that'll be the flagship. So now getting this, I'm like, okay, so I guess maybe we aren't getting Animal Crossing next year. Is that reading too much into it?
I don't know. It feels that way.
What is the 2026 game? Because
Tomodachi Life, baby.
I guess that's it. It's all
You're
about
right. Maybe
that.
they do already have Tomodachi Life. That's a good point. And maybe they are thinking those overlap too much. I get the sense that a lot of the stuff in here is probably updates that were always going to happen for when this was probably a Switch Pro and was going to come out years ago. And then they delayed the Switch Pro and then ended up not doing it. They did a Switch 2 instead. And they're like, let's just save the Animal Crossing update for that first year. So I think a lot of this work could have been done for a while. Obviously, they would have taken that time and done more to it to sort of specify it specifically for the Switch 2. I guess what I'm getting at is there's a possibility that this work has been done for a minute and that they are also working on a new Animal Crossing that could come out as early as early 2027. So that's possibly hopium, but maybe that's the case. We'll see.
Yeah. By the way, did you see there's a new Metroid Prime 4 trailer that looks amazing, and I'm assuming everyone on the internet is complaining about it or something?
I definitely was I definitely glanced at the comments being like, all right, what are they complaining about? I have not seen anything yet, but you're right. That does not mean that there's
this looks so
words out there.
So
it came out just now?
It's a month away. It's a month away today.
No, I'm saying,
a month,
like an hour ago.
I'm seeing the trailer. Yeah.
Trailer's 3
Hey,
hours.
Mike, are you shaking?
I'm going to be able to play a new Metroid Prime in a month. I am so freaking excited. It looks so freaking good. Oh my god, this looks so.
I think it came out at the same
so
time
good.
that Dick Cheney died.
Yeah, I think.
Metroid Prime.
One door closes, another opens. That's how that works.
Huh?
Gosh, it just keeps on giving.
Like the desert doesn't have as many things in it.
Yeah, it's like she goes through it in like 2 seconds. It's amazing, and it looks super fun. When you shoot, she shoots out of this tunnel into the desert, and it's the coolest looking tunnel I've ever seen. There's all these middle flappy things and she shoots through. She does an Akira slide. There is so much juice to this. Oh yeah, I cannot wait.
Okay.
I don't like that.
I know. I don't.
I'm on your side
give me
again.
another bagel. 4 bagels. Let's go.
I don't want you doing anything for Bagels Metroid Prime 4 at all.
Yeah, I don't want 4 bagel deep, Mikey. All right, that's too much.
4
That's too much
bagels
sugar.
deep.
Couldn't
Metroid
handle
Prime
4
4.
bagel, Mikey.
The Beyond and Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is for Beyond 3 bagel.
Metroid Prime 4 Bagels. Listen, what would you have rather have done? 10 bagels or 100 nuggets?
Oh,
10
You know
bagels
what?
is a
I
lot.
feel like
That's a lot of bagels.
I think 100 nugs and 10 bagels are like kind of equal.
That's what I'm saying. This is
Yeah.
tough.
10 bagels is a lot.
It's a lot of bagels.
Let me tell you something. 4 is a lot.
Yeah. So it's like
Uh,
40 nuggets though. Like that's
I don't know
Yeah,
how
I just-
anyone does 40 nuggets is a lot. I don't know how you guys did that. I still think about that. And then didn't Vinny say like his vision got blurry?
Yeah, I think that's
and
the
he
sodium.
He stopped.
All the
stopped at
moisture in his
60.
body
If-
getting
if-
sucked up.
Maybe if I had started that earlier, I could have done 100 in the one sitting versus like later when we did it, because like my body
the
just
wrong-
I'm sorry.
tunes off like eating sometimes.
Can I get the Red Lobster expert on the podcast right now to do some back of the napkin math and let me know how many Cheddar Bay biscuits equals 100 nuggets?
Yeah. Well, are you accounting for the fast Wi-Fi and the cold brews?
You know I am.
Okay, just making sure.
That doesn't add to the
Changes
caloric.
caloric
It doesn't
intake, but
change any of it.
I'm
Wi-Fi
gonna
has
guess
calories.
that 1 nugget equals. I think 3 nuggets equals a Cheddar Bay biscuit would be my guess.
3 nuggets?
I thought it would be more, but that's fine. I
I think
guess.
3 nuggets. So I think if you
so
have,
we're talking 33 Cheddar Bay biscuits.
I think you have 33 Cheddar Bay biscuits.
I'm telling you, I've probably
Do it,
had
babe.
like at a Thanksgiving meal without thinking. I've had at least 10 Cheddar Bay biscuits.
I was gonna say I've seen someone do 12 without even missing a
like
step.
realizing it. Yeah,
Just being like, oh, I guess I did do a dozen of these.
Yeah.
You know, like
the Cheddar Bay's in me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would. That's the only competitive eating
Mike.
challenge I
Hey,
would
Mike.
partake in.
Mike,
Yeah.
you're my Cheddar Bay.
Cheddar Bay all day,
Aw.
baby.
You don't ever bring those up in all of your shilling for this beautiful
That goes without
seafood.
saying.
I see Cheddar Bay all day
Hey, I'm
sometimes.
afraid
It's
to say Cheddar Bay all day.
not as important as the fast Wi-Fi or the cold brews or the hot CEO.
I would take the Bay biscuits over the fast Wi-Fi any day of the week, twice on
I
Sunday.
want to be clear. This makes me want to go to Red Lobster so bad.
It's working.
I just want those biscuits, man.
Every time we talk about it, we got to stop giving this juice
I
away
wanna-
for free, Mike.
I want to go to a crab boil now. You see the
It's not
shrimp
my
boil
fault
stuff they're
their
doing?
Wi-Fi is so fast.
All the Red Lobsters have closed near me, though. There's only the closest one to me
Wouldn't
is
wish I had my
Times
worst
Square.
We should have
No.
went.
No,
Yeah,
we
no,
should
we saw
not
it.
have, Jen.
I did see that one. I was like, oh, we saw that Margaritaville that apparently is
The
also a
Margaritaville?
hotel.
Oh my
with
god.
every floor having its own bar. Oh,
Vitelli-
we should have gone.
God, Vitelli just like blew my mind when he said, "Yeah, like people will do a bar crawl at the
The
Margaritaville Hotel."
bar crawl from floor to floor. You said people do that. We are going to do that one day.
We are
We're
people,
gonna
and I
do
want to
that.
be clear. Elevator every time.
What if we start at the top and go down? Can we take the
Nah.
stairs then?
Still the elevator. It's fun. It's like a ride.
No, we
It's like-
we should
if-
we should just roll dice to see which floor we have to go to.
Oh,
I
roll
like
for
that.
initiative.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah.
If we went to that Red Lobster in Times Square, I just don't know how I could have ever forgiven any of you. I don't. Like we
should do it
ate
then.
well on that New York
We
trip.
did.
It was
Very
great.
good.
Okay.
Very thankful.
And-
Shouts out to the homies that helped us out.
We're always complaining about the Wi-Fi though.
You know, well, yeah.
you something that would that might make you upset? And this is only going to play for us.
If it needs to be on the podcast, so be it.
I got a text back.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm a ghost. Maybe
Oh.
that's what it is. Maybe I have been sixth sensed and had no idea.
Will this be a thread on the video so people will eventually get it?
I
or
don't
this
think
won't?
so. Probably.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
so
think
either.
we should
Okay.
do that.
Yeah,
That doesn't
okay,
seem
let's
like
make it
something
sure.
we should do. Red
Anyway.
Lobster, folks. How about it?
Anyway, the U.S.
Fast
Patent
Wi-Fi.
Office is going to re-examine Nintendo's patent on summoning characters to make them battle. It seems like people raised enough of a stink that this relatively rare
God.
thing of the USPTO looking at one that they approved and re-examining it is going to take place. So what the next steps here are, I don't know. But I guess that there's a chance that Nintendo could lose this. Not that they were ever going to be able to like wield it in a broad way. Although, you know, if you have it, you could sue anyone and claim this as your basis, and then it has to go to court, and that could cause costs for people. So they could have still weaponized it. So maybe it's a good thing that there's a chance the USPTO will make them think twice before doing that. Nintendo is releasing a Zelda Breath of the Wild vinyl box set in the West to gauge demand for physical soundtracks here.
Oh,
It's 34 tracks for the double LP. That's $50. There's an 8 LP set with 130 tracks for $195. This release is a test case for Nintendo, according to Bill Trennan, Vice President of Player and Product Experience, to gauge demand for physical soundtracks in the US and to bring video game music to a broader audience. Trennan also mentioned the Nintendo Music app, blah, blah, blah. This is weird because Nintendo has not really ever done this. There's Pokemon. Pokemon has had some soundtracks
yeah, but
released
that's
here.
like separate enough, right?
It's separate enough that, like, you know, or although maybe it's not separate, maybe the good experiences over there translate because Nintendo's involved in the business side of the Pokemon company, so maybe they heard good things and it set their mind at ease. I have always been curious why Nintendo hasn't done this. It felt like easy merchandising. I assumed it was them being concerned about some of the laws around if you release music physically in America, then you become open to some rules about being able to have your music covered illegally. That was always speculation. This should kind of be a good opportunity for people to be like, yeah, we really want this, and maybe Nintendo will start doing a lot more of it. I don't know, Mike. What do you think? Are you a Nintendo music fan, vinyl record collector?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's going to be lucrative enough for them, right? I mean, you know, you sell calendars, right? Like, why not also do these vinyl things? They are trendy and they're fun because they almost more so than a thing to play music. They're collectible. They look nice. They have great art. It's just neat to own these things. Yeah, I think this is going to do well, and there's going to be a lot more of them. Even though, like, a Breath of the Wild one doesn't necessarily do a ton for me. I like that game's music in the game. It's not necessarily something, aside from that one trailer track, right? That's not even in the game. It's not music that I'm seeking out outside the game constantly. You know, I bought a bunch of like kind of like third party unofficial
Sure.
Nintendo vinyls constantly because they look cool and the music is amazing. And I would
I bought a Link's
happily just
Awakening CD set from Japan because they sell these things in Japan. They just haven't
Yeah.
brought them here.
Yeah, so I would happily give that money to Nintendo instead if they just, you know, put the effort in and make cool things. You know, and I hope they do, and I hope they like go back. Hope it's not just for their most recent biggest hits. I want them to give me a Star Tropics vinyl and things like that, right?
Have they
Yeah.
not? Am I imagining Splatoon being on vinyl before?
It might have, but it would have been just in Japan.
Oh,
or not,
okay.
maybe not just in Japan, but certainly not in America or the West, broadly speaking.
That one makes sense. You could just see them doing the fun color stuff with the vinyl, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I
bet
do
that
think
exists.
it's much more of a collectibles kind of thing, right?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
why
like
they're starting with the vinyls. Yeah.
yeah, to me, like that is the thing that has transcended like the function,
Yeah.
and more the display, you know, sort of
Yeah.
charm of it all.
It's odd. I mean, Jeff got me a record player a few years ago for my birthday, and I just dove very deep into
Do
collecting
you
vinyl.
do it a lot? Do you play vinyl a lot?
I don't play vinyl a lot. I do sometimes, but like, you know, definitely not a lot. Definitely not enough to justify the money I have spent on the records themselves. But it's like, it feels good. It's fun. They do look nice. I like having this great box of my records, and you know, it's everything from some weird Jimmy Buffett thing I found cheap to you know, the soundtrack to Star Fox 64, and then some Weird Al things of Iron Maiden. It's just like this is me in a box. I like that.
Okay, cool.
Digital ownership must be respected, says the UK Parliament as it debates the Stop Killing Games campaign. Really, there was some back and forth here. The point is that this is actually being discussed by people who have their hands on the lever of powers in some of these major markets. And like the specifics are still being argued. There's one side that's certainly like, hey, to do anything about this, we would have to change consumer laws, and we really don't want to have to dive into that. A lot of people arguing that the current consumer laws don't do enough to protect people who spend money on a product that could be taken away from them if these companies do not adequately do the work to ensure that a game is playable after the servers go offline. All that stuff not settled, and if anything, it seems like the government doesn't seem like it's going to budge on these specifics. I think what is happening here, though, is certainly these companies have got to be worried that it's even gotten this far, to the point where the UK Parliament is discussing it openly, publicly, as a matter of public debate. And there's a strong chance that this will just force these companies to realize, oh, the money we were spending to do this is actually worth it because it avoids regulation forcing us to do even more that we wouldn't want to do. So let's just kind of step up our game a little bit. We've already seen Ubisoft bring, I think, The Crew or The Crew 2, one of those games got updated to have a little bit more of an offline mode. And that seems to have been a direct response to this. So just get a little loud and you might be able to see some improvements to the way that this world works. And I think that's some good news there.
Hey, also, if you're in America, fucking go vote today.
You can vote today, yeah.
I'm doing
You know
that
what? I
after
still let
this.
you.
I'm allowed to vote in the New York election, right?
Yeah, you had
Pretty
3
sure, yeah.
bagels.
You're just there. You're allowed.
Yeah, listen. You tell them you had 3 bagels, they will probably insist that you vote. Yeah.
Right.
Wait,
this-
you didn't
everything's
vote
seasoning.
while you were there? What the fuck?
Oh, that's right. What the heck?
Your ballot was in the bagel. It's all good.
Bagel
I ate the
ballot.
ballot. I ate the ballot.
Oh, Backlard, can I move over there and open up a bagel place called Bagel Ballot? And we'll have like the hanging Chad will be our signature bagel.
Oh man, these hot refs.
I just like a voting themed bagel store. Like,
Yeah. We'll have a
I'm
pizza
sorry, Mike.
bagel.
I'm out.
It's a voting themed pizza.
That's
Come
your
on.
pitch, vote.
It'll be fun.
When
Yeah.
you
move out there.
deconstructed like that, Bacular, it's not fair. All right.
Come on.
Also, were you implying, Mike, that you're moving in with Bacalar?
That's the least of this story's problem.
No, you said that Bacular's going to adopt him.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. We can skip that part of it. That's the easiest to believe. The least
That's
believable part is that we're opening a bagel store that we are competing with every corner in New Jersey and New York
Yeah,
with.
but they don't
Bagel
have the
ballot.
hanging Chad. What?
Now-
We won't have the hanging Chad or our very special pizza bagel.
Or the
the,
Dominion voting scandal. That's my favorite bagel.
That'll be that's a hot ref too. We could work it in there. Imagine the lines on election day.
Imagine.
Imagine
am
all those
imagining.
people.
I'm
Oh,
imagining going
Mike?
out of business.
and then you could, Mike, you could also run a Schmear campaign.
Oh my
okay.
God,
I'm back in. I'm back in a big
Okay.
way because Jan.
Oh shit.
I got one of those a week.
Come on.
Wow.
I feel like that was a
Mike,
$1 million
what
joke.
Mike,
Yeah.
man, unacceptable that you didn't think of that first. You came up with every other way.
Don't turn it into a negative on me. It's a positive for our business.
You're like, oh, I have a voting themed bagel store.
Look, if I wasn't so busy trying to get you to accept it, I could have been thinking of that myself.
Ah, man. Jen, thank you. Thank you.
I saved the business. Don't worry.
Oh,
All right, let's keep going. We already talked about The Simpsons and Fortnite, so we could skip that. Amazon's Lord of the Rings MMO has reportedly also been canceled.
Oh.
They were going to do a new MMO. This is a company that's already done other MMOs like New World. They seem to be less interested in this because it was going to still require a ton of work to get it across the end, and they had a lot of people working on games in general, and they are, I don't know, it seems like to me they're losing interest in that. Also, I just don't, Lord of the Rings feels like it's in a weird spot to be super investing in. I know that Amazon continues to do a TV show. They're probably going to do more stuff in the future. But I don't know. Like it feels like a low tide for that to me. But Mike, you have your finger on the
You're
pulse of
tuned
that a
in,
little bit
yeah.
more. How are you
Right.
feeling
I
about
mean,
it?
it's not surprised because Amazon is retreating. New World isn't going to stop getting updates even, right? So that was a
Right.
big push. So, Lord of the Rings is in a weird place right now. You know, we had the Hobbit movies. Sorry, Jan, but like for most people, they didn't hit. That Amazon show was expensive, and people watched
Yeah.
it for a while.
There was an anime movie recently too, right?
No
That's
one
right.
cared, right? So yeah, a lot of
Rohim
it
or
is just
whatever.
a lot of it's just kind of happening. It's being thrown out there, and it's like, is any of this ever going to hit? Like, there's going to be that Hunt for Gollum movie, and it's it's like, a lot of the original people are back.
Hunt for
Still don't know if I have,
Gollum?
still don't know if I have any faith in that, right?
Wait,
But that
That
really?
just sounds stupid.
Really?
Yeah,
That
that's
just
a real
sounds
thing that's
stupid.
happening.
Echo,
It's like,
it's because it is stupid.
That's just
That's a
dumb
real
as hell,
movie.
man.
yeah,
Movie?
Come on. Come
it's
on.
a movie.
I watched that show, and I think I got like an episode and a half in, and there wasn't a single time that anyone smiled, and it just like was so
Yeah.
oppressive. I'm like,
Yeah.
I get that like we are maybe going away from snarky characters quite a bit, and that's what we're trying to get away from. But that Lord of the Rings shouldn't feel oppressive from the word go. Like there should be a moment where hobbits are doing something stupid that I can enjoy, and there wasn't any of that.
It is crazy. I mean, even to the same effect in some capacity, like those two, like Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, just the speed in which they kind of fell off, like
yeah.
it is kind of wild.
You know what astounds me though is Game of Thrones, like House of the Dragon, the new season's coming, and they have another spin-off in the works or whatever.
Yeah, they keep making it, but like I know like one person excited about it.
But
I mean, I think it's the same for Star Wars. Like they completed the main story, and everything else doesn't feel like it matters as much. And
But
it's
while
like,
we're
Right,
talking
Marvel has
about
that
all of
problem.
these huge franchises and IP continuing to go, and who the fuck cares, y'all? The Walking Dead is still happening.
yeah,
They
they're
just
Shut
made a
up.
new pinball machine.
Daryl
up.
Dixon is no longer in Paris. He's moved to
Wait, back from
Spain.
Paris? You ain't
No,
in Spain?
He's in Spain with Carol now.
Okay.
Just die.
What?
How many?
That's
Just
crazy.
Just
How
become
many
a
spin-offs have they
zombie.
done of that?
That's wild. But I mean, Lord of the Rings and video games that's been especially rough. Gollum is
Yeah.
maybe the most famous bad video game
Oh,
of the
boy.
last several years. That Shire game happened and nobody liked it. So all that, and then Amazon, like they fired like 17,000 people, a lot of them from games. So it's what always happens when these big tech people get involved in games. They make some big push and put a lot of money into it, and then they just eventually retreat. Then the MMO space is just also weird right now, especially if you're talking about that traditional hotbar style MMO, which World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14 seem to just kind of have locked up for the most part. You can do maybe something new with survival mechanics like that Dune game. I'd be interested to check back in on that. Are people still playing that Dune game? Is it still
No,
doing well?
I don't know.
I don't know. And there is a Lord of the Rings MMO. Now,
Lotro.
there's Lotro, and it is quote unquote, I believe, still going, but it is very old. It's never been updated quite as much as, say, World of Warcraft is. It has a very dedicated following of the people who that is their game. Kind of like it's that Star Trek Online area too, right? There are these kind of games that is still.
Is that still like below EverQuest? Like in terms of the amount of players and engagement, or are they kind of?
It's probably around. I would
Okay.
guess. Certainly better than EverQuest 2. Yeah, Lotro just got a new
Yeah.
expansion, and the whole thing with Lord of the Rings Online was always that it was concurrent to the game. So I don't know if they actually caught up to Frodo throwing the ring in the volcano. So
Oh,
yeah, I have no idea what they ever thought the pitch was going to be for this new Lord of the Rings MMO. I am not shocked it's not happening. I don't think too many people ever had faith in it or are sad it's not going to be a thing. I love Lord of the Rings. I would love to see some exciting Lord of the Rings games and projects. Again, I'm also somebody who's like, hey, I still have those movies. We got some neat games. I got to go play Shadow of War still. I'll just do that.
what about Mike? The Hobbits in Fortnite.
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna do that, but we're gonna definitely
Give him a gun.
They're gonna give Gandalf a gun at some point,
I mean, that just makes sense to me.
almost certainly.
Hey,
I just
okay.
want shoot Elijah Wood as a character in Fortnite.
Okay.
Y'all think Harry Potter in Fortnite's gonna happen?
Yes,
It sounds like it's going to.
Okay, that's it. We don't have to talk about it. Fuck J.K. Rowling.
I think
Last story
somebody
Okay.
somebody was saying when I was. I could have sworn I don't know, maybe, and I'm careful with it. I thought I heard that it's a rumor, maybe, I don't know.
I think it's supposed to happen soon, but yeah, I'm not tapped into that scene. I don't know. Last story here. Kojima says that if he'd known the Wachowskis wanted him to make a Matrix game, it could have happened. Hideo Kojima denies knowing about an offer from the Wachowskis to create a Matrix game in 1999. That is what a former Konami vice president claimed. And that they also said Kojima was like there, but maybe he didn't quite realize what was happening, or it was a little bit early for the
was
Matrix at that
starstruck.
point. Yeah, maybe he was starstruck. I mean, we know as a matter of this is that he's going to like connect with the Wachowskis now, right? And we should like probably get scans of them in that machine any second. Like
Oh, sure. Like, I mean, Kojima was doing like Zone of the Enders and Metal Gear Solid 2 in 1999, I imagine. I'm glad we got those things
Yeah.
instead of him doing a Matrix game. I'm glad we got Enter the Matrix. It's not amazing, but I'm glad that game exists.
It ain't bad.
It's not bad.
I remember having fun with it.
I had fun with it.
It was a
too.
big deal. They marketed like crazy.
Was Path of Neo the MMO, or was that the second?
That's the sequel, and then there was the Matrix Online
Yes.
by
Right.
Sega, which I think is the only place you ever got to see Morpheus's canonical death was as an in-game event in Matrix Online. If I'm
Well, the
Wonder how
Wachowskis
that's
took all
holding
that
up.
stuff seriously. They all took
Yeah.
that, like, all that stuff is canon and
Yes.
and stuff like that. And then they
I remember.
and then the final boss fight of, was it Enter the Matrix, was not canon, or maybe this is Path of Neo. And they're like, so the Wachowskis came on screen and were like, hey, we're gonna break canon, but we want you to have a fun boss fight. So here you go. It's like, oh,
That's fun.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Good time.
I know
all
that
right.
the Wachowskis are listening because I'm just going
Yes.
to boldly claim that we are their favorite video game podcast. Can you just make another Speed Racer movie, please?
Yeah,
Go
boy.
Speed Racer.
How about
Man,
that?
that movie rules.
Please?
Go Speed
I
Racer.
think it's like the
go.
most recent, most timeless movie. If you know what I mean. Like, it just feels like, oh, that
Sure.
could have been made at any point in history. It's
Just
I
like
don't know, has such a way to do
swag.
it. Yes,
Swag.
popping off the screen. All right, that's it. 1999 though. That's like before Kojima was like everyone knew who he was.
But
That's
that
a
was
Warframe
right
Before a
after
lot
too.
of stuff, Grub.
Yeah.
That's
Before
right
a
after
lot
Metal
of
Gear
stuff.
Solid. Yeah,
That was right after Metal Gear Solid. So that was like, yeah. I mean, that would be like, Matrix 1 was 98
99.
also.
it wasn't
99.
99. I think it was 99.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. So yeah, that's like, I feel like they're all too busy with other things to be worrying about collaborating already. You gotta make a bunch of sequels for the next decade or so. Have fun with that.
That does it for the news. I'm handing this show back over to you, Jan.
Folks, we're going to take another quick bricky break, and we will be back with emails and YouTube super chats right after this.
Oh. Lord of the Incredibles, right? Make a Ridge Racer movie. Do that.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm right on it.
I'm ready.
Emails. Bombcast at giantbomb.com is the email address to send your emails to. You can write in about and in everything. We appreciate all of the lovely emails that have been coming in to the website post Bombathon. Love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the very, very kind words. We do read them, or Chuck will read them and then send them our way, and then we'll feel all warm and giddy inside, and then we'll have the affirmation that we so desperately crave. First-
Yeah, it'll be enough.
It'll be enough to get me through the day. First email comes from Travis in Fargo. Like always, Travis sends in 5 questions, and I choose one of them. Travis writes in, if you had no milk-like substance available, what liquid would best get the job done for assembling a bowl of cereal? Travis in Fargo.
So no alt milks, nothing like that.
Yeah, let's say no, like,
I would go. I'm with you, Mikey.
you
I'd
go
go dry.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not the question. The question
Yeah,
is what
probably
liquid.
not.
Like,
I mean, I think it's like fine as an answer to get us started, but then let's say you did have to put a liquid on there. Like, would
Ooh,
you be
milk-like
okay with
substance.
water?
Would
No.
no.
Yeah, I
Would-
don't.
I
Something
think
about
there's-
that feels wrong.
Would melted
about,
ice
like-
cream be too close to milk?
Yeah, that's too. That's
that's
basically milk.
milk.
I- People put beer in their cereal in movies and TV shows.
They're
and
not
I-
normal.
I've never done that, but I wanted to. I feel like I should try because I bet it's better than I'm expecting. To me, it sounds repulsive to me.
Iced
I don't
coffee.
think
Maybe.
coffee. I think coffee.
Yeah.
There's something to coffee.
Yeah.
Maybe coffee.
Well,
Everything else
let's
sounds
settle
very
on. Let's go with
gross.
coffee. Show me
Yeah.
coffee.
You get like one of those like breakfast cereals that's like, oh, this is a donut. It's like Donut O's or something. And then
Yeah,
you're just dunking
sure.
your donuts in coffee.
Oh,
Like, go-
speaking of donuts, guys,
Go.
we had too many donuts.
It was
When
good,
did we have
though.
donuts?
We had too many. We had
We had
so
2
many.
donut deliveries.
At Main Gear, we had
Vanilla sent donuts.
available
That's
to
right.
us was let me count 5 dozen donuts.
What? When did we have
Yeah,
donuts?
I'm sorry. I will not accept your indignation. There's no way you could have possibly not known we had donuts.
There's
The donuts
there's
were
100%
everywhere, Jan.
possible because I was just flooded in nugs.
That's striking. You
Yeah,
were
well, yeah,
possibly
you're-
still
yeah.
deep in your nug coma.
Yeah.
I think I was notified the donuts arrived. Did not realize it was all like that. They were like there. Went over to the room, found one. I had one donut. And it was very good. It was very
Well, I
tasty.
felt so bad because Sean from Main Gear, who helped design a lot of the art for the packaging of like everything, brought in 24 like, oh, I don't know, 14 minutes after the Finelli donuts arrived. And I was just
Got
like,
double
oh,
donutted.
buddy, I'm so sorry. And he's just like, I'm like, well, someone will eat
Shit,
them.
I want
you know?
donuts real
No.
bad now, man.
Shouts out to Brent though, and Brent's wife. Those chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my
those
God, I
hit
forgot about
so
the cookies.
hard.
They're very
what they-
salty, which
You
I
know what they
like.
do with them?
God.
It's the sea salt. When you're
Yeah.
done baking, you put sea
Yeah.
salt
You
on
need
top.
it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
hits so good.
Easy.
Oh my God.
Easy peasy. Oh
God.
my gosh.
Can I just hang out there and just to get like free snacks occasionally? Jesus.
Yeah.
Apparently, like they've got days where shit pops off and like some real serious pizza shows up.
Damn.
Ooh.
If
Oh,
I have a
shit.
potluck here, it's just me.
Yeah.
Scout.
It's just a
And-
pot, if you know what I mean.
Oh God.
Okay.
Okay. Alternatively, I would say yogurt for cereal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I
still
was thinking
milk.
that too, Jam, but
Liquid?
that's kind of milk.
Is that kind of
dude.
milk?
It's kind of milk.
Yeah,
It's kind of not a liquid.
It's not really
Mm.
liquid. It's not really
Yeah, it's a
milk.
plasma.
Okay.
It's
You know?
plasma. Do you guys hear Earthworm Jim say plasma when you hear the word plasma? Plasma.
No, I
I
think
don't,
of
but now
no.
that you said it,
I think of one of the Godzilla movies. I think Godzilla 2000.
Oh, oh my God. They well, good. God,
I can
they
think of the
announced
video game
Godzilla.
Plasma Blade.
Minus.
Yeah, they announced Godzilla -0. Oh baby.
Oh, I'm so fucking
Say it.
ready. Inject that shit into my veins.
Do you think? who do you think's
Coffee's our answer. Coffee's
Coffee's
our
our-
answer.
Jan, who's going to be the other monster who shows up in -0? You think they're going Mothra? You think they're going to go
No, because
King
like
Ghidorah?
they can't go
Phil.
they can't go to Ghidorah this fast. If
It's
they're
too
gonna,
soon. It's too
too
soon for
soon.
Mecha Godzilla, but they might do. It's too soon for Mecha Godzilla.
You think they would
right?
do Mecha Godzilla in like World War? I'm assuming it's like around World War II still.
Yeah, you could,
Imagine
like-
if it was like real, like
Who's
industrial,
the
like
who's
yeah,
the
they could
crab?
do it a military-industrial complex sort of style.
Mm.
who is the
Who's
crab?
the crab?
There's a
Uh,
crab?
I only
Mr.
I only know
That's
this
Mr.
from the pinball
Krabs.
machine.
That's the
Yeah.
giant enemy crab from Kenji 2.
Ibara.
He owns a
Ibara.
burger store. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
Ibara.
Ibara.
what's the fudge? The pterodactyl, the bird.
Oh,
That's
that's Ralph. Ralph.
Rodan,
Rodan.
right?
Yeah, I think
Rodan.
Dan, yeah.
I think Rodan could be a good
Just-
villain.
Let's just finally get that Gamera crossover, for love of God.
Yeah, now's the time.
You know what?
Come on.
If I were to
Full of turtle
trust,
meat.
if I were to trust anyone, I would trust the Godzilla -1 team to introduce Ultraman.
We
I need to watch Shin Godzilla still.
we went to the there was like a anime figurine store in Times Square. We walked in, and the one thing that I almost wanted to get was the Gamera figurine that looked amazing. He was shooting lasers out of his mouth. Looked so freaking cool.
Who's the when I had the machine in my house, there was I thought it was fake, but it was real. There was one that like eats smoke.
Ooh,
There's
I don't know.
Smoke
there's-
eater.
He like sucks on like a tailpipe. He sucks on like an
Okay.
who is it?
Is it the one with
Hedorah?
like spikes?
Hedorah.
Oh,
Hedorah.
yes.
That's Chat. Chat had that. That's not me. I'm not some super
Hedorah.
fan.
Yes. Literally
Hedorah.
sucking the smog out of like
Oh yeah,
an
he looks like
industrial plant.
he looks
thing.
like he looks like toxicity come to life. Yeah.
Oh, look at this thing. This thing's fucked up. Do you have any room in your heart for like new Godzilla monsters? Do you like
Yeah.
want to see them try to do
I
something
do.
new, or
I
you just
do.
want to play? the
Yeah,
hits?
why not?
Yeah.
Who
Like,
cares?
I
Why
don't
not?
know.
I think they could do like one of each, right? Like bring back a classic one in the movie and then introduce a new one and see what sticks. I'd be fine with that.
I love this shit.
It's fun.
I love Godzilla, y'all. Fucking-
Godzilla's fun.
fucking love Godzilla. God, yeah. I would only want them to introduce Mothra if Mothra is just a friend from the jump.
You don't want
Oh,
any
sure.
like, oh, Mothra might be bad. Mothra's got to be chill.
Mothra's
I
got to
think
be
Mothra's
chill.
should
good,
just be-
right?
Yeah,
Mothra
Mothra's-
should be the
yeah.
Vegeta and like become good. I don't know. I'm
Mothra is
great.
more like a Bulma.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to see like the original Mothra movie because apparently it's actually quite a banger.
I like it.
Like even before Godzilla's involved. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to see Mothra.
most
You
of
also just see
those-
Rodan.
Most of those are available on Max, the one to watch for HBO.
Yeah, but
Okay.
there's also like those free channels on your
Tubi.
built into your TV, like Tubies, the Tubies of the world and Google TVs. And there's usually just like a Godzilla movie channel. These are just playing constantly, and I try to put that on every once in a while.
God, I really dislike where they went with like the new Godzilla, like the 2014 series, and how now it's just pulp with Kong. And I like Kong, but God, that last movie was terrible.
I like the first Kong Godzilla movie. I did not see the second one.
Just bad. And then it inspired that terrible video game that we subjected one of our friends to play.
Did it inspire?
All right. Next email comes from Mike from Loveland. Hello, Bombus Grandes. The funniest name for a drink is cheer wine. It's named like root beer from an alternate reality. Your challenge is to cheer wine some video game names, like hit new release Conflict Pasture 6. Love the show. Love you all. Mike from Loveland.
Punch Out should be called Stereotype Fight.
Oh, Stereo Fight? No, that sounds not good enough.
Still like it.
I like Stereotype Fight. The most one of those is when people would get my dear friend Moises Taveras mixed up with Austin Walker on the Bombathon. And then someone just called him Houston Runner. And it's just going to stick with me forever now.
There's Austin Walker and Houston Runner. There's our boys.
I like this exercise.
You call NHL 2K, or you call that Iced Canes Simulator 2026.
Iced Canes. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Ball Pit is already doing it.
Yeah, it's kind of already.
Ball Pit just went straight
for
I respect things that just do that right away.
Monster Train is close, but not enough because that is just what it is.
Yeah, there's no cheer. It's just the wine.
Mario Brothers is also like this because it's like that's already just Italian siblings. Like that's already the name of that. So
Italian siblings.
All right. Moving along. Let's read two more emails. Mike from Long Island writes in. I just remembered Oklahoma as a state. Any thoughts on Oklahoma? Never been.
Everything
tracks.
Yeah. I think the only time I ever think about Oklahoma is when JR from wrestling was talking about it. And otherwise, not so much. I think apparently he's got some stuff out right now. So I don't know. I'm sorry to say I'm not thinking about Oklahoma. But there's that musical, right?
Where is that musical?
Oklahoma.
Yeah, but are you thinking about that musical a lot, Mikey, or what?
You know me more than you might think.
Right, that for whatever reason that play comes up as like a plot point a lot in like stuff. I think
I agree.
You're
right.
Oh,
yeah.
You just sort of like it's like I was in a off-Broadway version of Oklahoma, right? Like
I think the climax of that movie is like a citizen's trial, and it's like.
It's the Oklahoma City bombing. It's really weird. Yeah,
it's very strange. Something about the citizen's trial obsessed me. When I just saw like a recording of it, and it was Hugh Jackman was the lead in it. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's nice in that. He's a nice guy.
Loves to sing.
What a beautiful morning.
I do think of the Oklahoma City bombing first because that happened when I was like just kind of like starting to pay attention to the world.
Yes,
and it was like, oh, this is possible. You could just
it was one of the
a building and destroy that building.
Yeah, one of the first bad news things I can remember. That
fertilizer does this. What do you mean? It's it was a very strange event.
Oklahoma is the pot state or the pan state?
Yeah, it's a pan. It's got a pan handle. Yeah,
the handle. Yeah,
the one. It's like right next to Texas, and the flat part of Texas creates that handle.
It's probably the state I think about the least.
It's North Dakota or South Dakota for me that I think about the least.
I think about Fargo. I think about hockey up there.
Yeah, the Badlands. One of them has Mount Rushmore. We constantly are doing that.
Right when we were moving to Denver, Steph had to spend a couple of weeks like doing some training in Tulsa. So she lived in Tulsa for about almost 2 months.
Oh,
so she has some experience there. But
I heard that's
very memorable. Tulsa's all right. Yeah,
it's fine. That's just the city motto. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, folks, write in about a state or a region of the world that you barely think about that occasionally pops up in your head.
Tell me more about Vermont.
Vermont's amazing.
They got skiing.
I need to learn more.
Is Vermont a state?
Come on, Jan. You're not serious.
I am.
Vermont is that. You know about Bernard Sanders.
Yeah, that's Bernie Sanders' estate.
Okay. I just associate him as just like this omnipotent being that I just want to
The
hug.
Holy Father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is that too, but he's also senator from Vermont. Yeah, Vermont's dope. There's everything. Apparently, Vermont has the best. I think Vermont has the longest life expectancy in the country. Low bar, but yeah.
I think I respect Vermont because it took a while for it to be a state, even though it was surrounded by states. I think like for a while they're like, nah, we're good. Like they just wanted to be a country. And I think eventually is like peer pressure got to them or something. I don't know. It's something like that.
When did it become a state? Let's see here. I'm gonna
I mean, it's right there by
1981.
1981. That's pretty early, actually. But like it was, it's right there with everybody.
Right, it's right there with all the other. Right, exactly. Okay.
There's
It's
something
up in the
about
mix.
Vermont. There's something about Vermont like holding on for a little bit.
It held
It
out.
looks like the last of the original because that was a 13 colony, right? That was
Yeah,
one
I
of the
believe
colonies,
so. No?
Was it not?
No, Vermont is not one of the third. Wait,
Oh,
maybe
I
it
thought
is.
I
Shit.
would have
Oh
lost
yeah,
that.
you're right.
Yeah,
It's the 14th state.
They didn't
So-
mention
That's
it
what
in
it is. So
Hamilton.
yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was the
Okay.
first state added. So there, yeah, that's it. Even though it's like, yeah, it's just right there with everybody else. I mean, yeah.
And
there
It's
are-
kind of hanging on.
Yeah.
There are
hanging on.
5 states that became states after the Nintendo Corporation started doing business.
Wow.
Well, that was like
That-
1890.
That was 1890-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, Alaska and
Alaska and Hawaii.
And
Hawaii.
Oklahoma wasn't a state till 1907.
really.
It's the
Really?
46th state. Yeah.
Really?
Okay, what are the
Was
states?
It just
What
a
are the-
part of
What are the
something
states?
else?
Let's see. Oklahoma Territory and Indian Territory. I don't know. I'm not looking at the specifics. I'm just looking at a list. What are the 4 states after Oklahoma, guys?
4 states after
Yes.
Oklahoma. Okay, the West Virginia split happened before that for sure.
Wyoming.
Wyoming is 2 before. That's 44th.
When was New
Ooh.
Mexico?
That is 47th, Mike, right after Oklahoma.
Hey.
So then Arizona.
That's 48.
Hey, okay, then Alaska,
And then the
Hawaii,
last 2 are
right?
obvious, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alaska, Hawaii.
Alaska,
There we
Hawaii.
go.
That's right.
Yeah,
Alaska,
yeah,
Hawaii.
yeah.
Let's
We're
go.
Animaniacs.
Good
Yeah.
job, guys.
Ra-ta-ta. There you go.
I had the Freakazoid theme song stuck in my head. Do you like the
Dun, dun,
you like Freakazoid too?
I love Freakazoid. I think that's one of my
Yeah.
favorite cartoons.
I
It's great.
liked Freakazoid, and then as time went on, it was like, oh, I like that way more than I realized.
Yeah, same thing.
yeah.
Same
Yeah.
thing, I think. And that's why they only had 2 seasons because all the kids didn't realize they liked it until it was canceled.
No,
Yes,
I realized
exactly.
back then, even then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it took me a
Remember the
minute.
villain with like that? His arms
The
were always
brain?
akimbo.
Oh yeah. I like that his sidekick was just like that cop played by Ed Asner, who's just kind of like would show up, be like, "Hey, you want to go to the fair?"
Hey, Freakazoid, you want to go to the fair?
Yeah. Check out Baxter. What's his name? Baxter.
Dexter?
Check out Baxter Brackman. Their computer ace was surfing on the internet, then got zapped in cyberspace. He turned into a freakazoid. He's strong and super quick. He drives the villains crazy because he's a lunatic. Dexter Douglas. That's it. Thank you, Sun Guy Bubsy.
All right,
Douglas.
last email of the show comes from Jacob. Jacob, thank you for writing in. And Jacob has prepared a quiz for us. We also got another quiz, but I'm going to save that one for next week when
I hope
Dan
it's
is-
not what were the last 5 states added to the United States.
That'd be
We've already done
such
that one.
such a bummer.
if you were to open a bagel themed restaurant, no, that's not what they're writing in about.
I got an idea for you.
The other quiz we'll save next week when Dan is back from assignment. But Jacob writes in, as a fellow New Jersey resident to Jerf, I'm sure he is aware of the dumb names our neighboring states have. If he's on this week, please have Jerf answer last for these, particularly
Okay.
Pennsylvania. Here are groups of 3 town names, and you have to find the fake one. Have fun. All right. First set of 3. Blue ball. Intercourse. Foreplay.
So we're
One of these is fake.
One of these is fake. I think there is an intercourse.
Yes.
Remember that. No, Christian, I can't play Arc Raiders with
Yeah,
you right now.
I got the invite too, Christian. Clearly not listening.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
gonna say
blue
foreplay.
balls. Yeah, I think foreplay is the one that's not real.
You are correct. Foreplay is fake.
Hey, you did it.
Got
So
it.
I'm just shit here. I have
No,
no
you
input.
could-
No, you answer last. That's what he
Okay.
said.
Okay.
Got it.
Next group of 3. Big dump. Bird in hand. Rough and Ready.
Oh, this is tough.
Boy, Bird in Hand almost for sure.
I'm gonna say me too. Bird in Hand sounds so much like one. I also, what was the first one again?
Big dump.
Big Dump.
Big Dump's got to be one.
I think it's that third one again. What's the third one?
Rough and Ready.
Yeah,
I
I'm going
don't
Rough
think
and
there's
Ready.
a Rough and Ready. What do you think, Beck?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's a Rough and Ready.
All right. The fake one is Big Dump.
Shit. We were right
We'll
about that
start on
second
Big
one being
Dump.
real.
Yeah.
All right. The next group of three. I don't know how to pronounce this. Oh, Latits, Browns Hole, Virginville.
Virgin.
Which of those three?
Beg
is-
for the brown hole? Is that what it said?
No, Browns Hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brown's Hole seems right.
I know Virginville is real because that's where you're from, listener. Latits, that's a joke from Celebrity Jeopardy. I don't know if there's really a Latits.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Wait, is the tits real?
There was the Le Petite something.
Yeah, Le Petit.
No,
Yes.
I'll take Ape Tit or something.
Ape Tit,
Ape Tit. Oh, that was different, huh? Maybe
That's a
Latits
funny
is real.
show.
Latits
SNL. I don't know if
feels-
anyone ever said that.
It feels real.
Yeah, Latits might be real. And what are the other two again? Sorry.
Brown's Hole. Brown's Hole's just
Browns
like-
Hole and Virginville.
I feel like he got Brown's Hole because he saw Naked Gun recently. I bet Brown's
Yeah.
Hole is not real.
I'm gonna say
I'm-
Latits.
I'm between Virginville. I think that's just fucking.
Yeah, you are.
The
All of us
answer
are at some point.
for the
For
fake
on
town.
the Browns Hole Virginville spectrum. We fall there somewhere.
Yep, I live right on the border. The answer for the fake town is Browns Hole.
Let's go! All right. I knew it. Couldn't fool me with your brown hole.
Shouts out to all my virgins out there. All right, a couple more groups here. The next grouping is Normalville, Cake, Pillow.
I thought these are all very believable. I
Yeah,
guess
it's pronounced
pillow is
pillow.
dumb. but like, but also,
You know what? You won me over. I'm going with pillow.
no, but like in New Jersey, there's also so many. Like I don't know half the.
What was the
towns
first
in
one
New
again?
Jersey.
Normalville.
I'm gonna
Pleasantville.
go with Normalville.
Did anyone else roll? I like Control, but did anyone else roll their eyes when she's like, "I'm from a town called Ordinary," and it's like, yeah, I bet nothing ordinary happens there.
Yeah, that
I
was
was fine with
a
it.
Of
bit
course.
Too much on the
Yeah.
nose, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all's answers
said-
is Pillow and Normalville?
I said Normalville, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
Pillow. Team Pillow.
Bacalar.
Pillow.
The answer is Cake.
Oh,
is-
nobody thought it was cake.
Is
Cake's
pillow
real to me.
spelled Pillow, or is
Yes,
there some
sir.
weird like
Pillow,
fucking
like
town?
the pillow.
Fucking
Damn.
ass town.
Cake.
All
I
right.
thought there would absolutely be a town named Cake. I mean, why
Cake,
not?
of course. There has to be a cake in the
Well,
in
maybe
the
not.
country.
Yeah, maybe not in Pennsylvania. All right. Next group is Little Kansas, East Texas, Jersey Shore.
Well,
Why would there be a
if
Jersey Shore
there's
in
a
Pennsylvania?
town in Pennsylvania called Jersey Shore, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself.
I'm going to
Although-
say East Texas because I believe in beautiful things like Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but although there could be a town, I guess, in the most eastern portion of Pennsylvania that would call itself Jersey Shore because it butts up against, I guess, New Jersey. So
Yeah, that could make
chaos
sense.
is back on the menu,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah. I
I
don't
don't
know. It's
know.
like, I feel like there might be a Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania. The idea of East Texas does sound really stupid.
No, there's that kind of shit all over this dumbass
Sure,
country.
yeah, but I'm just this one I'm saying
There's
there
like
isn't.
The
Wyoming,
mouthfeel is
Maine.
so bad.
There's like so many things that are so stupid.
Yeah.
I yield my time here. I don't know.
I'm going to the ET. I'm going with ET.
Yeah, I
East
said
Texas
East
is
Texas.
fake as shit.
Okay, I'll get on that bandwagon.
Trick question. All of those are real.
What the fuck?
Wow.
I hate Pennsylvania more than I thought I could. Except Finelli, go Birds.
Jacob.
Go-
Oh,
writes-
is that another thing we have in common? Jersey and Ohio is hating Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Check.
Pennsylvania's just so unnecessary. I just, ugh.
It's long. It takes forever to drive through.
It's enormous and mostly forgettable. I don't know.
It's funny because we have very different ideas of Pennsylvania because the Pittsburgh side and the Philly side are so different.
Yeah,
I
very
do love
different
Pittsburgh.
species.
I love the city of Pittsburgh. I will never.
Whoa.
Yeah, I do. I do. And you know what? Philly, for the most part, is pretty cool too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll declare I'm joking around.
But
That's
no,
okay.
I'm not. Everything else we can just delete. Just delete.
I still need to go to Gettysburg. I could just drive and go to Gettysburg. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, that's what everyone is saying. I got to go to Gettysburg. Do you need the address?
Gettysburg. Go hang out with some Union ghosts.
All right. Let's see. 4 more groups here. Let's speed through. Next group is Fauville, Charlottesville, Lickdale.
Lickdale?
Shirtlessville is just come on.
Was it Shirtlessville or Shartlessville?
Yeah.
Charlottesville, I think.
Oh,
Charles.
I thought the thing was Shirtlessville.
I thought it was Shartless, and it's like, okay, well, that's good.
It's all on the
Charlottesville.
money. It's all on the money for PA.
I think I need Charlottesville. What was the last one?
Lickdale.
I need Lickdale to exist. So by default, saying that the first one wasn't real, whatever that was.
I'll go with Lickdale. Why not?
Bacalar, did you have an answer?
Lickdale.
The fake one is Fauville.
Oh, that's the one I picked by default. I win.
All right.
Pennsylvania's getting me mad here.
Next group is Hazards, Youth, Climax.
I bet there's a climax.
Hazards.
Youth Pennsylvania sounds right, actually.
It
Hazard
does sound
Pennsylvania.
right. If it sounds too right, I'm going Youth.
I'm going Hazard.
I want there to be a hazard.
The answer is Youth. Is fake.
Oh.
Starting to detect the pattern here in this game.
You are?
Yep, too late, but I am, I think.
All right. Next one
Let's
is
see.
Natty Glow, Peach Bottom, Down Dog.
Peach Bottom?
Would you say
Even
Natty
grow-
Glow?
Natty
Even
Glow.
grow peaches
Natty
in
Glow is
Pennsylvania?
what my answer is.
I'm gonna say Peach Bottom.
What's the other one?
Down Dog.
Down Dog.
I'll say Down Dog.
Peach Bottom.
Bacalar.
Wait.
I said
None of the above. None of the above. None of the above. I'm going none of the above.
Natty Glow.
The answer is Down Dog.
Yeah.
Down dog.
I thought I
Alright.
figured them out.
2 more here.
Guess not.
Second and last grouping is Broad Top, Light Purple, Grimes.
Grimes?
Yes.
I'm going with light purple. That's insane.
Yeah, light purple.
I love that. Oh my god, that's
Light purple
You're
is
right,
probably
it's insane,
just
but I love it.
real.
I'll
What?
No
do
way.
the Mikey thing. I'll say none of the above for this one.
The answer is Light Purple.
Wow, we
Good
got
job,
Yeah,
one.
light purple was wild.
I
All right.
thought we lived in a beautiful world. I guess.
Somehow it was more unhinged than brown hole or whatever.
And then this one is specifically you may have the advantage here, Mr. Bacalar. Jacob writes in, finishes off, and one New Jersey one, so I'm not just ragging on PA. Buttsville, Trash, Purgatory.
Boy, is there really a trash New Jersey?
There has to be.
That's,
Is it spelled
you can change names.
Be proud of it. I'll go with Buttsville because that one. Of course, there should be a Buttsville, but I'm gonna say there's not.
Out of sympathy, I'm gonna say trash.
I don't know the answer. I hope it's trash.
Trash is the correct answer for a fake town.
That'd be a bit much.
I'm gonna start a trash New Jersey.
Like, come on.
Not even like
I would've
Trash
moved there.
Town. I can see Trash Town. We take care of your trash in Trash Town. Just trash.
No way.
Good.
I honestly could keep going, but don't want to eat up too much time. Thanks for all the laughs and congrats on independence.
you.
Love, Jacob P. from the mountains of New Jersey. And once again,
Nice.
folks, you and home can write in an email about any and everything. Bombcast@giantbomb.com. Mr. Minotti, any super chats delivered throughout the pod?
We do. Just a few here though. This is how I found out about Dick Cheney dying. Was in Big Fish 37. Said heart goes out to Grub today. Can't be easy to lose a fellow member of the Oops, I shot my friend in the face club. Stay strong.
Big ups to Dick. America
was
lost its
insane.
dick, and I'm so sad about it.
Alkavesh says, off topic, but Grub, what were the PC specs used for the Outer Worlds 2? Quick look, love ya all. Yeah, I know that quick look looks a little chuggy. I don't remember it looking like that when you were playing the.
Might have just been
I'm
the
not sure.
capture.
It was, something must have gone wrong with the capture. I'm sorry for not getting that fixed, everybody.
It was like right after it was right before we went out to the trip, everyone. But I don't.
We were trying to do it last minute. I must have not have double checked the settings. So yeah, the PC specs were fine, and it was running fine for us when we were looking at it.
And then Chris Quint says, is Juiced Fruit Racing blight worthy for a Mikey? I don't know much about that game. What the heck is that?
Juiced
Is that,
fruit?
I think that's like a bad Switch kart racer.
Oh no.
I think I might have it.
Really do much for that though.
Fruit themed?
Yes.
Resident
Oh.
Evil.
You could race as you could race as an apple in this game, I think.
Oh, not good. Like Richard Scary?
Yep.
Like Richard Scary, that
the
fucking
worst.
worm. Is there a Richard Scary pinball board, Bacalar?
Nope. Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
I'll get there. What can I be the fucking worm for Richard Scary in Fortnite? Give him a gun.
It doesn't even.
I want to see Arthur from PBS with a gun.
Arthur's
punching
about to be coming because they cut his funding. You know.
Yep, that's right.
Oh wow, is that a sign for the protest?
All right. Thank you, Mike, for reading all of those super chats, and thank you, folks at home, for sending those along. What do we got going on the rest of this week, boys? We got Game Mess mornings, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blight Club tomorrow.
Going to be ever so slightly earlier in the day. It is going to be
like right after Game Mess mornings.
Right after Game Mess mornings. Thursday, it looks like the dump truck is also going to be a tad early as well, just an hour earlier. And then for Unprofessional Fridays, we have UPF Fox Hunt Fridays. And then I think we may have a special guest for that. Folks, keep your peepers peeped for potential. This is the run popping off. We got to get some things sorted out, so that may be up and down this week. But also, if you missed the Giant Bombathon, all of it is now on YouTube. The archives are there in full if you want to catch the in-between segment shenanigans, as well as we have a bunch of breakouts of those cut out if you just want to revisit a specific portion of the Bombathon. Hey, thanks to y'all for checking it out. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm still recovering. I'm not joking.
No, I should have said there's a lot of penis in that dispatch game. I failed you, everybody. Yeah, there's a really funny sensor mode where the black bar just has to hover all around the screen because the penis is just everywhere. It's great.
Is it like human or is it alien?
It's like a superhero like green skin penis, but I didn't see the penis because I had.
Is there other genitalia?
I'm just so this is not a dib game.
I think if you went on the sensor bar, you'd have to see it and because it's like kind of funny at that point. But I think I'm imagining that is a portent that it probably deals with some spicier subject matters. So I would say it's probably not a dib game. Although I've not seen that myself.
Excuse me, you ignored my question. Is there other genitalia?
Yeah, I was like, you mean other than penis?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's vaginas.
Wow. Okay.
All right. All right.
Well,
shouts out. Once again,
I will be on Dump Truck Thursday. Bye.
Once again, we're brought to you by DQ Deals. DQDeals.com/giantbomb. Go make a list. Go save some money on video games. That about does it for this week's episode of the Giant Bombcast. He's been Jeff. He's been Mike. Dan is somewhere over there. There's a Sean. There's a Chuck. There's lots of people, and we all love them, and we all love you. Folks at home, thank you for listening. Go back. Go listen. Go watch the Bombathon. Go give us a thumbs up. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, do all that jazz. Tell a friend. Most importantly, tell a friend, and then buy them a subscription. We love you. We'll see you next week for another episode of the Giant Bombcast. Goodbye.